Varmt välkomna till dagens dubbelklick. Idag så har jag Norton med mig, så vi kommer att alldeles strax att switcha över till engelska här. Men vill bara ge en snabb introduktion. Boyko som sitter här bredvid mig kommer från Gen, a.k.a. Norton, och vi kommer köra en engelsktalande livestream helt enkelt. Vi kommer ha gäster på plats och vi kommer naturligtvis att ha drops. So let's switch to English right away. And
Amazing.
chat, please, if you have any questions, keep it in English, and we'll actually have people behind the scenes answering questions as well.
Great.
So.
Vi kan prata svenska.
Okay.
Jag kommer från Finland.
Okay, well, let's stick to English. No,
it's gonna be Moomin svenska or not even that. So great to meet everybody. Actually, super nice to be here.
Yeah. Welcome. Tell us, who are you and what you do at Gen/Norton?
Let me start by saying this, that this is probably one of the important moments in my life, because when I was a kid, I was thinking this, one day the gamers will run the world or run the companies. When we grow up, we will be the guys in charge. And now we are somewhat in charge, which is very, very cool. Here we are at Inet headquarters. It's so nice to be an amazing group of people here, and I feel like home here. It's great. My name is thank you. My name is Boyko Ivanov. Like I said, I'm from Helsinki, Finland.
Yeah.
I work for a company called Gen.
Yeah.
But the brand we talk about is Norton here in the Nordics.
Exactly.
But I can tell a bit more about Gen in couple moments. But just everybody in this room is a gamer, right?
I think so. Yes.
Yes. So what games do you play?
Right now, I'm currently like in a little bit of a haze. I don't really have a game that I'm playing. I'm playing some games with my girlfriend right now. So it's usually like Phasmophobia and stuff like that.
Cool.
I've also started playing Schedule 1. It's a drug making game. Yeah. You make drugs and then you sell drugs.
And then you do it in practice.
Yes. It's very, not realistic, but it's very like hands-on making the drugs. I'm not sure how much we're going to speak about that, but yeah,
yep.
It's a game.
Maybe that's the last part of this session.
Yeah.
I myself am more a Paradox Games guy, so Victoria 3 and Europa Universalis, and a little bit of Hearts of Iron as well.
All right,
love that stuff.
Hearts of Iron, I definitely did try and game together with my friend. He's also a big fan of Paradox games. But I think for my part, it's more like what's a Prison Architect? That's something I definitely enjoy. Yeah.
I just realized the chat is over there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was missing out a lot here.
Yeah.
No, but that's about me. I've been working at Gen for a couple of years now. Before that, I worked for Asus.
Yeah.
Asus computers. I've seen Asus here many times. Lots of good times you guys have had. But so been in the scene for a while, but now working with the cyber safety part of it. Nice. So that's a bit about myself. I live in Stockholm, have 2 cats, play basketball. That's it.
Nice. 2 cats. That's the most important.
You know how many times we took the flint roller, like 20 times just to get the white hair out of this.
Oh yeah, it's impossible. I've given up, to be honest. I don't even do it anymore.
Great. But that's about myself. We have in this room also my colleague Tanya from marketing team.
Yeah.
She makes sure that everything is in line when it comes to information to Enet's customers. We have Iskander. I don't want to reveal too much because he's also my highlight of the day. He's such a great guy. I will not really reveal anything. I will just say there's a Grandmaster on the line that will come to talk to us a little bit later on. But super exciting part. If you're here at the start, please stay at the, how 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, 45 minutes. So in about 45 minutes, I think most of people, that's when most people join in, after dinner or whatever.
No, these are early birds here.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll definitely have more people joining in like 1 hour.
Yeah, exactly. In the comment, 3 cats is too much. It's a crazy cat lady syndrome.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Yes. My girlfriend has 7, so. Yes. Tell us more about Norton and Gen. Like, what's we were talking a little bit about that before.
Yes. Can I share one picture on the screen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gives a little bit. Not going to do PowerPoint presentation here, but still there is a PowerPoint going on. So Gen is a global company. No, I'm kidding a bit here. So I mentioned that we represent Norton here in the Nordics, we are Norton in the Nordics, but our story comes kind of for many years backwards. You know Norton from maybe from 1982, when it kind of started with all the optimization software. And I remember as a kid when I saw the first package of kind of Norton, it was a big package with a big manual and utilization. Utilities tool, and that's where I remember it. And throughout the years, we have kind of evolved kind of from antivirus to all the other cyber safety features as well. And as you can see from the picture on this wall, the company is now called Gen. Yeah. Why is that? Because Norton merged and acquired multiple different companies, multiple different technologies. As many of you guys and girls and everybody on the chat know, there's CCleaner you can see on the logo. There's Avira, there's AVG, there's Massive Avast from Czech Republic based, and then there's a couple more other kind of sub brands as well. And there's too many to put under one kind of sub brand. So we are now called Gen, which is the umbrella for all of these technologies. And the cool part is that we have all these technologies and we're sharing the technologies with which different products. So we're not only limited to one. So the kind of technology is going left and right. And being utilized. The products are becoming better throughout the whole portfolio. So there's a lot of synergy going on. We're in 150 countries, so we are a global company. And we have you can see we have lots of revenue for our company, and we have dual HQ, one in Czech Republic and one in Arizona, in America. So that's just a couple words about the company.
All right. Perfect.
Exactly. So.
So when did this happen? By the way, I've kind of.
Tanya, I think we have a two-year anniversary, right? We just had it 2-year anniversary. So when we changed our name to Gen, and we were before Norton LifeLock and this kind of combination names until we rebranded to this beautiful new name. Kind of that's a little bit of background, but. Why we are here today, I would say.
Yes.
And we're kind of quite a special moment. Couple months, I would say, backwards. We kicked off with Enet, with Joachim, who's in the background, a great guy. My contact point here at Enet always gives me a good and hard time at the same time. We kicked off together, and Joachim and the Enet team was kind of kind enough to let Norton become part of the assortment.
Yeah.
And we have kind of just, we had something in the Yule calendar, a little bit campaigns there, but now it's a real kind of push that we're doing the real start, and it's going to be interesting opportunities also for you to try the product, hopefully, in this during this trip.
Yeah.
So that's why we're here today.
Exactly. I mean, we obviously gonna talk Norton primarily, and that's why we're here. We're gonna have your questions chat. So if you have any questions or similar, let us know, and we'll try to pick them up. We will also have obviously stuff to go through. So if we do miss questions, just ask them again, and we'll make sure to answer them. I've seen questions about competitions and campaign prices. We'll actually not do competitions this time. We're just going to do campaign price because it's going to be a really, really nice one. Let's not say more than that. We'll not reveal too much. But basically, hopefully, I think you guys, if you want to try it out, you will definitely have the chance to do so. So should we start off with you
going forward?
Yeah.
I just love Enet. When I was Enet and Enet's customers, because when I was told to join this or that we do a double click together, a stream together.
Yeah.
I was okay, this is gonna be a tough one because Enet customers, we know who they are. You said no, they're super nice. They're so nice. They're cuddly customers. It's the cuddly people. I said no, are you joking? They're the most toughest, the most technical, tech savvy. The kind of and you know what? Because I see it already in the product reviews already. Tough questions, tough reviews that I see in the product reviews. So good question, good things as well, but lots of precise things I want to also talk about, because I read all of your comments on reviews, and I spend my nights crying when I read something that I can't immediately address. But I think we should go through on couple of things here, and just I want just to.
Yeah, you have another picture, and I thought it was rather great. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, sure.
I just took a couple snapshots and used that translator just to make it easier for us to communicate here. And can I show actually their names?
I mean, it's public information. So it's going to be a nice shout out.
Exactly, and there's I think this was part of one of the drop we did in the Yule calendar. People kind of bought the premium Norton 360 premium and tested it, and we got reviews from the customers. And it's a great comment here. And as an antivirus service that Andrew writes, it's what it's supposed to do, and it's not worse, or kind of what he feels is not worse than any other. VPN and dark web monitoring are very nice. Kind of found my partner's homework. And increased her understanding why a good strong password is important. So kind of probably play with dark web tool and kind of got some notification from it and got some insights from it. So good. I want to start with a good kind of soft landing start.
Yeah.
Then comes a second comment here. Hey, good product. And this was again during the campaign. So I think many people bought a couple licenses or two, three licenses here. Yeah. Good product, but the subscription cannot be stacked. That is correct. You can't buy in bulk and just stack to make it that, hey, the expiration date is in 2050, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, it's but you can buy a couple, and then when it's just about to expire, you can just add the new key in. So that way, but you cannot kind of pre-stack it, so to say. But when it's about to expire, you can add the new license in, but then you need to remember to add it, and so it's a bit tricky, so to say. Next one, bought it during the campaign. Experiences so and so. Had to fill bank details when I registered the product. So this is a comment I've heard in a couple of the reviews. So people saying, hey, but I just bought the product from Enet. Why do I need to put my credit card details in immediately? I mean, I just bought the product.
Yeah.
And to summarize, it is a kind of prepaid subscription product. And in this subscription, all of the products that Enet is selling, there is also cloud storage. So myself, I have all my documents and other files where I save my documents and pictures and stuff on my computer. I have everything going to my Norton cloud, or Norton cloud storage. So, and if I would be a customer and if I would forget to renew it, or my credit, I would forget to renew it. I would not have the renewal on. Then I would forget it, and then all the stuff would be erased at some point because I forgot I was traveling or something, and then it's gone, and then I risk my stuff. So that's kind of the background story, but you don't want it to automatically kind of just discontinue. But the thing is that, yes, when you install it, you put your credit card details in. If you're not okay with that, after you have activated it, you can go in and remove it.
Right.
You can just remove the renewal. So you can, like in any other service you have from Netflix, from other services, you can just go in and say,
cancel it, and it's still going to go on
to renewal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
exactly. So that's the kind of super easy. Kind of just go to account settings, manage subscriptions, and there it is. Just do it, and then you have no worries at all. And kind of one of the interesting things, but what if you forget? Somebody wrote here, maybe it's actually there. Yeah, exactly. If you forget it, and then it will suddenly go with full price, and if you bought it in discount, it will go full price, and then it's a nasty surprise in your credit card bill. But let's say you forget it, and it will renew by itself. And whatever the price will be, whatever the product is from Enet Norton product. And it will renew, and you say, oh my gosh, I just went 2 weeks after, we renewed, I didn't want to renew it, I just wanted to test the product, and it renew. So there's a 60-day period after the renewal that you can cancel it.
All right.
So all the way to 60 days. And I've had my experience with other subscription services when I've tried the free trial, and then you're stuck. You're really stuck. And then they say, oh, there's 300 SEK cancellation fee, or you can just let it re-expire next year, like 2026. So it's not the case here. There's 60 days of, can I say grace period, or what is it called in English here, that you can cancel it without
that's amazing.
problem.
I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Exactly. I think you might need to go to customer service. There's a chatbot or something like that. But
the possibility is there.
Exactly. It's not one. I know it's not one button click, but it's doable very easily. So that's quite cool part of it. So even if you forget it on, it's no problem at all.
All right, let's go for the grand reveal.
And this is Felix is such a great guy, even though the 1 star. I think all of these kind of reviews are just awesome. I think it's cool that people are engaging and testing it out and saying what they think. And And especially like you said, like Norton, some different people I see from the chat, people kind of remember Norton from many different things. So somebody in the chat said that, hey, that there is I used Norton the utilities. And just somebody said in the top, I used to use many of the utilities tools there. So people have different memories from Norton and what is Norton nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. We have one company right now. Haven't tried Norton for a few years since it was overall the same experience as having a virus, pop-ups, trash bin, and folder manipulations. It's just, but that's what we're here today to address and talk about, basically.
Exactly.
That's the whole idea of the live stream.
Exactly. And what Felix writes here is a good point here. You talk about the gamers. We have also Norton 364 gamers with it's kind of different game optimizer and notification kind of blockers and these kind of tools in the gamers version. But let's say he talks about the Norton 360 family and said no, but just just use Windows built-in tools like Windows Defender and use your common sense.
Yeah,
and you'll be okay. That's kind of his point. And there's multiple comments like this. Hey, just use Windows Defender for the antivirus and be smart, and you'll be okay. And it's interesting. I've heard this kind of many other places, not only in it. That's what people generally think. That hey, antivirus, Defender, I'm okay. Just fix the antivirus part with Defender. You're okay. But I want to go a little bit deeper on the whole topic of cyber safety and kind of what has happened since the last 20 or 10 years. So to say. Maybe I show this one here and we switch to ourselves.
Yeah, sure.
So let's take a scenario. You are, anybody in the chat, all of you in the chat, you are going to take your work assignment as an inspector and you are going to visit the Slussen construction yard, which has been going for quite a while. And there's lots of hazard going on there. There's stones flying because they're grinding with the metal grinder, and the sparks are flying, the stones are flying. You need to grab on things that are kind of very slippery. You need your gloves. You need your mask for the kind of asbestos clouds are coming in from the dust that is coming out, and eye protection I mentioned already. So you're an inspector, you're going to assignment, and then let's say you start doing, you start, can we switch the camera now?
Yeah,
all right, we switch the camera, yeah. You start preparing to go into the kind of Slussen construction yard as a very experienced inspector, and you start putting all the stuff on, right? You're a good soldier. You keep putting the stuff on.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have not put the gloves first. Because it's also
it's more interesting that way. I have to say.
Like,
you have to get the feel of the gloves.
See me struggle, huh? Hey, I can this. Okay, and let's just put here. I'm ready. I'm ready to go check under the Golden Bridge that was shipped far away and see how the progress is going after 20 years. And but then I decide that. No, I'm not gonna need this. I'm not gonna maybe need this. I'm not gonna need this. You can hear me right now. You can hear me. It's very damped. Yeah. Because, like you say, be smart. In what Felix said, be smart. So what if I go there? You know, I have this. I protect. I have my kind of virus. No, but the dust protection on. Let me be smart. When there's sparkles, I close my eyes. I close my eyes when there's sparkles. But I can handle it. I'm a seasoned professional. I close my eyes. And when somebody's banging with a hammer, I'll just close my ears just before it happens. Quick, I got it on control. And with hands, I don't even hold on to rails. I can just go like balanced way up the stairs and whatnot. So I'm going just with this. I'm going just with antivirus, right? But it's not only about antivirus. It's not only about one of the parts. It's last 20 years, things have evolved quite a lot.
Exactly.
And things have been changing quite a lot. It's not about antivirus only. Of course, it's there. It hasn't gone down. The amount of viruses is actually going upwards. The amount of malware that is kind of being spit out.
Yeah.
But it's not the only thing that's happening currently. So you want to, if you know that your surroundings are challenging and there's lots of things happening, you want to protect yourself, right? You're going to the dangers, or the hazards that you're going to face, and you don't want to just wing it and trust yourself. Because what if let me give an example in a couple of seconds. I'll show one more picture here. Can they see my mouse? Actually, they probably can't. If I put a laser pointer, yes, they can see my laser pointer.
Oh my
so
God.
on the
Amazing.
bottom, you have the malware wave. Before 2008, the malware, you can see different highlights over here, but this malware, how it has been growing and been a little bit growing. It has been staying there since until this day. So it has not gone anywhere. The malware is there, it's growing, and it's still there. But it's not the only thing that's happening. Like I mentioned, there's other things compounding or stacking on top of that malware. So what's happening next is dark web wave. And I don't want to go too deep about dark web. Many of you in the chat know what is dark web and what kind of things is being used, illegal things, and how the things are being brokered through it. But let's talk about that in a couple of seconds. But there's dark web way of full of identity theft, so to say. That has been growing rapidly. You can see from all the way from 2011 forward. And if you look at on the right corner, it's going to be becoming a bit massive part. And then on top of it, just before 2020 on that kind of time frame, there's come the scam wave. So we all know phishing and other stuff, but kind of scamming. Scamming.
Yeah, exactly.
Just extract your money out of you and scam for other reasons as well. But scamming on top of it. So imagine all of these things stacking on top of each other, coexisting, cooperating. Malware used to be scamming and the other way around, and the stuff is being sold in the dark web in the end. So it's just a hard thing to navigate. And if you go only with a mask and you say, hey, I'm not gonna click on that link. I'm not gonna be stupid. But the question is, because I'm thinking, I'm a techie guy, and I work in this industry as well. But I'm not going to be stupid, right? But sometimes when you're in a hurry, you do stupid things accidentally. You don't have time to think about it. But let me just address a couple of things. For the malware, we do have the Norton antivirus, the legendary Norton antivirus. The malware engine is still there in every Norton 360 product that we are selling at Enet, of course. Then there's Norton Dark Web monitoring tools, and we're going to talk today about with our friend Iskander. And then there's for the scam part, we have VPN, we have SafeWeb, we have SMS security, and password manager. And all of these features are available in Norton 360 family. That is, and this is the product that you can find on Enet website when you search Norton. But we also have the Norton antivirus product. We could sell it separately in theory, but we don't. So we don't sell it because you just protect one little part of the cyber security threats. So in our total package, I think you guys mentioned on your website, it's a total package. So that's a total package, Norton 360, that has all these different modules in one awesome package, and there's a couple of versions of it on Enet website. And just a couple of things about the scam wave. Just cool highlights from Swedish market, just to give some insight. How big is the scamming in Sweden? And this data is from the Global Anti-Scam Alliance, so it's not our Norton or Gen data. We're just trying to make some kind of story out of here. But 45% of Swedes encounter scams at least once per month, either through whatever media.
Like could be anything. My email is currently bombed with scam emails.
What's the email address?
I'll send it later. Exactly. On Discord.
Exactly. 39% of Swedes have had more scam encounters in the last 12 months. So it's increasing. And there's reasons behind it also. We maybe know the two-letter word that is contributing towards it. And here comes the answer from Swedish market. Majority of scam in Sweden are delivered via email or text or SMS message. I get a crazy amount of SMS scams in my phone, in my Telia, what do you call it, the phone number.
Phone number.
I need to change my number very soon. I can't handle the wave. Something has happened, it's leaked, and I'm just getting credit card scams, whatever scams.
Yeah.
Majority.
Yeah, it's usually just annoying, to be honest. Like the spam itself.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
All day, every day, and all around around the clock. And 80% of the Swedes did not report the scam to law enforcement. And that could be many reasons. Maybe it's too small thing. You don't want to spend your time and lose even more your valuable time for kind of dealing with the issue. Or maybe you actually did something that is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Maybe you were tricked that there was somebody waiting you abroad and they needed help to finance their mother's cancer treatment.
Yeah.
And when you finance the cancer treatment, they will come to meet you at the airport, and then you pay 10 or 100,000 SEK, Swedish krona, to pay that, and then they don't show up on the airport, and then you're embarrassed that you did something like that, or it's something similar. You bought something and you bought a book of how to scam people online, and this book didn't never come. In your post box. So there's many things that could be contributing towards it.
All right.
Yes.
Let's switch back to us.
Very, very nice.
I actually snapped up a couple of questions while talking, and I think we should just address them right away.
Yes.
One of them is probably one of the most common questions we get, or the statement that we get, and that's what's it called? Performance of your program. How has that changed from, let's say, past 10 years? And where are we right now?
That's a great question. Let me talk about start with the layout of the program, the usability, before I go to the performance part. And maybe, Paul, if you have some percentage numbers of the increased speed, there are a couple great external reports that has ranked us very high on that performance level. But let me just talk about the usability of the program.
Yeah, absolutely.
The whole UI has, you have it on your screen actually.
Yeah.
Can we maybe share that one, how it looks nowadays, because people remember it from the old times.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. We actually installed Norton here just before we went live. So here's the program right now.
Exactly. Recently relaunched a kind of cleaner Outlook, so you can very easily kind of manage your stuff, manage your VPN, manage your cloud backup, and just run the scan or set it to go automatically.
Yeah.
And other things as well, but the notifications come inside the app, and the thing is here, if you don't want any notification, because there are some notifications I saw on the reviews as well, people saying, there's notifications coming. You can mute them. You can mute the suggestions, because there are different Norton products that the program might say, hey, you want Norton Utilities Ultimate to make sure that your computer is optimized, and some of the customers say, hey, I don't want any notifications of that. Please don't notify me of that. I'm not interested. So you can turn the kind of marketing notifications off.
Yeah.
From the notification settings from the settings section. So then that won't be disturbing you and popping up. But the layout has changed. It's very easy to use, and that's about it.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe we can throw the kind of comment to Paul here if there's numbers he wants to share, but overall there's a kind of Norton is ranked among the top on the performance part. There is I use Norton myself on my computer, on my gaming computer, and I don't really feel any difference when I install it or did not install it. So it runs in the background very smoothly and does not. If I don't have the VPN on when I'm gaming, then I'm really feel the difference. But maybe we can throw it to Paul to comment.
Well, I guess that's one of the interesting stuff to discuss. Like we got many questions about why. So again, why should I use Norton instead of Windows Defender? So we obviously we went a little bit into it. Like more protection is obviously good. I would say for in my regards, it would be the additional stuff that you get.
100%.
VPN, you get some cloud backup, for example, and I would be definitely thrilled to hear more about the dark web scan, stuff like that you don't really see out in the open.
100%, and that will be the thing.
And that's something I wanted to add. Sorry for interrupting, but that's something I wanted to add in regards to like. I mean, in the end, obviously we all know it, like in the end, to avoid being scammed or like falling victim of scamming, it is, how you act as a person. There's social engineering. That's obviously a huge factor now these days. We recently had actually the founder of Have I Been Pwned, the password seeking website. He actually was scammed just a couple of weeks ago. And it was, he was tired, he was jet lagged, he pressed the link, and boom, he was actually scammed. And he's like one of the big global security people. Linus Tech Tips was also called out for phishing, or called out. He was pressing a fake Twitter email. So I mean, these stuff happens, and I guess the point is that yeah, you think you're not going to do it, and you're rather sure of it, and then there's like a weak moment, and it might happen.
Exactly.
And it does get better and better, the emails. I mean, I've definitely, I've gotten so many emails lately that I've become somewhat of an expert to navigate through this stuff. But yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like the extra security, if you feel like it. Obviously, we're not forcing anyone, but we're gonna have a great deal later on if you guys wanna try out the new Norton, basically. But yeah, sorry. Keep.
No, but that's great comments. And let me not do a performance comparison against Windows Defender or the how accurate, how much more malware one or the another has kind of caught, or
yeah. No, there we have one of the links from Paul Norton.
Norton Paul, exactly.
On Twitch.
Exactly, that's one of the should be one of the performance tests. And if you want to go deep dive, you can go there. But like you said yourself, and like this kind of mask demonstration was, having a antivirus or Windows Defender is great, but that won't cover your whole 360 degrees of your digital life.
Yeah,
and you mentioned now that the scams have gone, or the emails have gotten more sophisticated. If you can show my screen one more time here,
yeah.
The final wave layer on top of the cake is the AI wave.
All right.
And so you can think about it like when the AI is now being utilized more and more, how much smarter, how much more harder it's gonna get to spot the difference.
Yeah.
If it's your voice that is being recorded and used against your family members, or if it just very smartly customized messages. So in Finland, for example, we have been lucky, maybe in Sweden as well, that usually the scams that come in the local language are terrible. The emails that come in you can immediately say it's a scam.
Yeah.
But now the emails and SMSs and what are so much more sophisticated.
Yeah, definitely.
Very good language, and there's tweaks, and it's kind of a localized tweak, or even from the northern part, you can but you can really see that this person has some kind of dialect also. So it always has to be a Finn. It's not a scammer, so it's getting more and more sophisticated. But not. I won't go deeper in the AI wave at this point. But it's still stacking. So that's the problem, right? So if you rely on only one part, like antivirus, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, the different people who got scammed. Let me give an example of how I messed up, because I thought I knew what I'm doing, but I was traveling in Florida, and I had my mobile phone and my mobile subscription, and I got the mobile pack run out.
Yeah,
I did not have any mobile data left. I bought more, and I couldn't buy more.
Yeah,
and I needed really badly to park the car. And the only way to park the car was to scan a QR code, go to the website, and pay it online there by card. But I could not get to that page because I had no internet.
Yeah,
I need to get internet from somewhere. And then I start kind of looking for internet, like free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's the classic thing, because you don't have, and the data is so expensive. I spent like 1,500 SEK for data when I was traveling in that trip. So that's crazy. So even because of that, you might only rely on the free Wi-Fi. And I start to go to dodgy different Wi-Fi. I say, Johnny's Wi-Fi, 1, 2, 3, free Wi-Fi, log in. And because I was quite dense area. So I started going risky and going nakedly without VPN that time. That was a bit before I joined Jen here. But I started joining those Wi-Fis.
Yeah.
And imagine I join a Wi-Fi, I don't know anything about it. It could be a fake Wi-Fi just set up to catch my data, just intercept my data. And I'm going to a website that I need to put my credit card details in and do a payment on an unsecure network. So sometimes you might be knowing your stuff, but you're in a hurry and you really need to get it done. And
you're
risk it a little
desperate,
bit.
Basically.
Desperate.
Yeah.
And then you leak your information, your address, your credit card number, your whatever number, emails, everything, and then it's leaked.
Yeah, that's it.
Then it's gone. And then you're going to deal with it. So sometimes it goes like this. It's not only about kind of being smart. Sometimes you want to be smart, but you take stupid risk, and maybe you're tired. You open an SMS, or you're waiting for a package from Instabox, and it was Instabox. You click it out. It wasn't. Oh, whoa. Then you click through something else and accidentally put your details in, and maybe reconfirm your address for the delivery because they didn't have your address, but it was Instabox and not box. And again, you made a mistake. Then you're sloppy. Exactly. You were sloppy and tired.
No, I mean that obviously happens. We have an interesting question that I actually don't know. Is Norton mainly designed for the average consumer, or is it also designed for server environments? I have a bunch of dedicated machines across the world running on Windows Server OS.
Windows Server OS. So our Norton 360 products are mainly consumer products.
Yeah, consumer. Yeah.
We do have in the portfolio Avast business products, but not specifically for server environment. So today we talk mainly about the consumer products.
Yeah, exactly.
But exactly. Great question, because I know there's many actually business owners and developers and others here in the chat as well.
So we do have another 5 minutes before we're gonna take a remote call. And my question to you is there anything else you wanna talk about, or should we grab some questions?
Let's grab some questions.
Let's grab some questions, absolutely. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them again. We'll really try and pick them up. I know it's been a lot of information going on right now, but yeah. Do you have any slides or statistics of what your product actually has prevented? That's a good question.
These are fantastic questions. Definitely, how many attacks per? We have the Gen Threat Insights. I could actually maybe Tani or Paul, if you can share in the chat the Gen Insights, kind of the monthly report is quite cool. I read it quite often. How many reports and how many kind of attacks we stopped, etc. But do we have exactly like case study type of probably we have somewhere, but not immediately here. But
perfect.
But yeah, the stories are the most interesting part.
Yeah, definitely.
When you actually found. Actually, we will talk today about dark web.
Yeah, exactly.
And when something gets leaked, how do you see it and stuff. So we will talk about it a bit later today, definitely.
Norton has always been way too much of a resource hog compared to their competitors, for my taste. Can Boyko sell me in on why I should pick Norton instead of another brand for protection?
Definitely. If I could share I think it was 5-page report talking about the RAM usage, the CPU usage, and there was a couple other metrics as well. And Norton ranked at the top of all of those reviews, a third-party reviewer. It is working very fast. It is actually, the UI is great, and the whole package is great, all the modules that is included, but it's fast. It doesn't, like, I know what you're saying. I know in the old days, I remember also it was people were talking about, but no, if you install this antivirus, your games will be super slowed down and it will hog all your resources. I know exactly. I can't see his name.
Nemaphore.
Nemaphore. It's a great name. So exactly, I know what Nemaphore means, but. If I can show the report here, maybe.
Yeah, well, maybe if Norton, Paul could link it in the chat, that's totally fine. And we'll try and... otherwise, we'll do like this. After the live stream and all of these different reports, we can actually do like a Discord server or a Discord channel on our Discord server. So join discord.gg/inet and we'll share all the links over there.
Exactly.
And we'll...
The best thing is to elevate your pitch is to show for you guys is to show data.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, what is how much resource does it hog? How does it compare against others? So definitely that will be showing the charts. That will be showing the charts. That will be.
There was a bunch of other questions. Please ask them again.
I saw a great question about anti-track. anti-truck was somewhere there. Why is not anti-truck included in Norton 360?
Oh yeah,
That was a great question. There is kind of we have VPN, we have different modules in kind of that is kind of blocking the tracking, but anti-truck is a different product on top of it. Anti-truck is kind of a heavy-duty anti-tracking, and that is anti-fingerprinting and really scrambling your data. And is it using a lot of different technology to make that happen? That's quite expensive technology in the background, but it's using technology to really mask your online fingerprint, so you cannot be really detected. It's crazy how easily you can still be detected, even though you think you have kind of you use VPN, you use everything. There's still ways to see your browser version, your Windows version, different things to identify your online habits, how you open different things, and so you leave a fingerprint when you're doing stuff online. So that is kind of heavy-duty scrambler on top of it, and it can be bought. I think inside the product itself, it can recommend to add to the package or just separately. I don't think you guys have it yet on the website, but I think it's coming in in 1 month. You can buy it from Enet as well. Let's see if we can do some campaigns on it as well, so people can try it out. But that's heavy-duty stuff.
Why should I use Norton web browser instead of Google Chrome, for example? I've never heard of Norton private browser before, and I really know nothing about it.
That is a fantastic question. I have worked quite a lot with a Norton private browser, and it is a very convenient way to have everything in one place. You don't need to install plugins. You don't need to install anything. You have the password manager integrated. You have kind of all the things integrated in one browser. So you don't need to basically you don't need to add the plugins to your Chrome or to your Mozilla Firefox or whatever you have. So it is a neat package, everything ready to go. So that is a kind of simple answer. It's very kind of simple design, and I use it myself. It's easy to use, and everything is there.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think that's the one that is like an extra protection of layer. For example, if you do banking or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I have to say that that's actually a great product. So to say, but we had another brand, Anders, from another brand here, talking about that, and it is actually like a I can't go into much detail, but I'll try and find that clip where he speaks about that, and it's actually like a really good usage, basically. Source, trust me, bro. Something like that. No, well, again, we'll try and send all the links and obviously all the different sources for the information, so that you guys can, make a good decision.
Yes. And one more comment. In the private browser, there is Safe Web already, so it's automatically checking the websites before you kind of jump into them. Kind of double checking. We have also AI enabled or AI technology behind it, so it's kind of super smart, and it checks the website on a massive scale and compares it, and you get warned if the website is harmful, and also there's safe search. That's already when you're searching.
Yeah, exactly.
The results are kind of being filtered out even before you click them in. So it's everything in one package.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll continue taking your questions in a moment. Again, please feel free to save them and ask them later. Now we're doing a call in any moment.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to focus on that for a moment. We're going to have Iskander, right? He's going to be joining us. And we're going to talk a bit about dark web. And he will also take questions, and we'll try and, just answer as much questions as you have. And hopefully we'll be here until your questions has been answered. Everything takes longer than expected all the time. So stay tuned. And yes, there will be campaign prizes. Don't you guys worry. We'll have it. We don't really have a set time, but we will post it in the chat when we're ready for it. So let's see here if we have Iskander on the line.
Buckle up, everybody.
Yes.
It's gonna be good now. This is why I'm here today, to listen to Iskander. I don't care about self. Iskander is the star here.
Thumbs up. All right, let's switch over. Hopefully it's gonna work. Hello, Iskander. Welcome to the live stream.
Hey, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. Hopefully the stream can hear you as well. Welcome to iNet Livestream. Please tell us who are you and what are you doing at Gen/Norton?
Yeah. Good to see everyone virtually this time. Maybe next time I'm gonna be virtually. So my name is Iskander Sanchez Rola, and I'm the director of AI and innovation for Norton. So what I work on is trying to be in front of all these hackers and all these things that they are doing, and try to protect the people before they are even like in danger of something. So it's trying to think what they are gonna do, so we can do it before them, and then that way we can protect our customers the best way possible.
Perfect, nice. And we're getting comments about your beard. Very nice looking beard.
Thank you.
He looks too good. Is he AI generated?
No AI, no filter. The only filter is the background blurring thing.
You know, when I saw him first time, that was the exact same I thought.
Yeah,
Can
really?
this guy be real? 100%. I'm not even joking.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. All right. So you have a bunch of stuff set up for us today. So my idea was to just dive into that right away and let you take over the show. And then afterwards, we're gonna have some questions, hopefully, from the chat. And for the chat, just buckle up and try and save all of your questions for later. And we're gonna try and answer them all, basically. Yeah.
I mean, I will first start with 3-4 slides. I promise there are no more. That's gonna be just the beginning, because I want to first set the stage so everyone is aware what we are gonna talk about. Because sometimes when people hear dark web, they are not 100% sure what they are gonna see or what does it actually mean. So probably a lot of the people in the chat I do, because I was already checking the chats and things. A lot of people are really technical, which is gonna be great.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see, because maybe some of the people don't know that much about it. So I would like to share third slide. Let me see.
Absolutely. So I think that's a great way to tackle it. We definitely do have people that are aware of the dark web, and we definitely have people who might not know what it is. So I think that's super good. I didn't even think about that. I get so caught up in your own thoughts sometimes. So hopefully we can show Joachim and Marcus. Are you making sure that whatever Iskander is showing is gonna show up on the live stream as well? Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Is it live?
Yeah, it's live. Yeah.
Sorry.
So so it's like we'll start from the skies, and we are trying to think like what happens with the information we actually end up in wrong hands, and the outcome can be sometimes quite dark. So let's go down from the skies, and then let's start with an iceberg. Like, again, not the iceberg that hit the Titanic. That's an iceberg that all of us know, but this is a different one, I promise. And we are going to start from the top of the iceberg. And this is what we call the surface web. This is like the everyday internet, the one that everyone is using all the time. Anything that you can search on, I don't know, Yahoo, Google, Bing, any search engine, that's considered the surface web. Things like Wikipedia and news sources, or even YouTube, like any information that is actually accessible directly for anyone to go in and see what is happening, that's the surface web. So we all know that, we all visit that every single day. If we go a bit down, still close to the top of the iceberg, but not on the top, is what we call the deep web. And this is even something that we also visit every day, most of us, because anything that includes private information that is not accessible, for example, unless you have a credential. So academic information, medical records, legal document, government reports, anything that is only accessible if you have credentials, that will be considered the deep web. Things like private databases, like either you have on the servers, I have some people in the chat before talking about having their own servers all around the world, that they are not probably accessible for everyone. That's also the deep web. Or even subscription platforms. I don't know, you're watching your new show on Netflix, and then the only way of accessing this and being able to see the show is paying and getting the credentials. So that's also considered the deep web. So maybe today you didn't think that you were visiting the deep web, but you actually do most of the time. But here we didn't come to talk about the deep web, and I promise this is the last slide that you are going to see me today, is the dark web. And the dark web is an extension of the deep web, so it's also not accessible by default and operates on these encrypted networks for anonymity access. So when normally most of the people hear of encrypted networks, they have to think of Tor. Tor is one of the most popular ones and is the one that we're gonna visit today. And what happens in the dark web? Practically anything, things like drug trafficking, illegal activities, not gonna mention, but if you think about illegal activities, most likely they will happen there. But sometimes it's also used for political protests. So countries where freedom of speech is not a thing, they can use the dark web in order to protest and talk between each other, also for private communications. Sometimes journalists also use this in order to talk between each other. And in general, anything that is Tor encrypted side is actually something that will be considered the dark web. So now I said that was the only slides I was going to show. Now I want to show you guys how does the dark web actually look like. I have to make a comment here. I really try hard to make this a live demo. So I will just go there, browse the things with you guys so you can see everything. But I have to say the legal team was not really happy with my idea. So they really told me not to do it because there is a lot of things there. We don't have control of what it can pop up there. So for legal reasons, it's better if I didn't do it. So we get with the second best option, which is I took some screenshots for you and we are going to go through them so you can see them. Also, Perfect. Just to mention, some of the names are going to be blurred out because also they are company names and we don't want to specifically name and shame anyone. So that's also something to mention.
All right, perfect. Yeah, thanks for mentioning.
I assure you that I really tried. I really tried.
we believe you. We believe you.
They were tough. They were tough.
Oh,
so
we tried. We tried.
Exactly, we tried. But I will show you the screenshots though, so you can see some of the stuff already. So let me see some of the screenshots. I hope you can see my screen now.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay, great. So I don't know if what people ever visited the dark web, maybe some did, some didn't. This doesn't mean that all the dark web is like this, as you will see. But I wanted to show you the first one is what normally I think people expect the dark web to look like. This is a real dark web. This is from the hacker group that is called Akira. It's a hacker group that hacks tons of companies, many Swedish companies I'm not going to mention, but some of them. And they provide their data accessible there. It's like a terminal in this scenario. So you go there to the bottom and then you just write leaks, for example, and it will show you the information, ways to contact them. So this is like what most of the people think the dark web will look like. And it does look like this website is real, is the Akira hacker group. So it's this black background with this green text on it, like terminal style thing. Normally what it happens is these hacker groups have their own website in the dark web. These webs are normally not accessible. Or you think about Norton.com or things like this, or Google.com or things like that are really easy to remember, and that's the key of the URLs. But here it's not the same. The URLs are super long, full of letters and numbers, because it's not something that you should remember. Many times they change. They can be up for like a day, a week, a month, or sometimes even a year, but depends on the specific hacker group and how they're handling things. So they're not going to be always there. So that's also a reason I didn't want to show too many URLs here. So I don't want people to get in trouble to see these things. But again, this is one of them, for example. But I guess that we want to see something more, no? Like, is only the only thing that you see these hacker groups that actually sell data? They hack companies and they sell the data? Actually, it's not. They also are websites in the dark web. This is the Venom Rat. Venom, like the villain of Spider-Man, exactly the same. You see the logo. They really like that thing for a reason, and that's how they call it. And this is what is called a remote administration tool. So normally these kind of things are the ones that they come after the initial vulnerability exploitation happens. So they exploit a vulnerability in a device, and then they install the remote administration tool, which will allow them to perform multiple actions on the device. Yeah. And this could be things like, activated microphone, start collecting passwords on some browsers, or try to record the screen, put the camera on. We heard about this, right?
Exactly.
What Venom Rat will do. These are the examples. So it's not all about hacker groups selling data. We will see some of them today. So there are many, but also there are like businesses here. And even if you see like this, and also this one maybe doesn't look as dark web as the other one, is still quite dark. The interesting thing here is that sometimes they're really user-friendly, to say a thing, and they even offer like bundles of their services. Like they try to offer like, oh, if you get the RAT and then you get like some HVNC, which is some other controlling system, then you will get this price discounted and things like that. So also sometimes when you are in the dark web, you end up learning something about marketing. Who will have guessed it? So this is also an interesting thing to mention. But if we go a bit down and we'll see, there are different type of hacker groups. This is another one. This is what is called Monty Hacker Group. And here is what they call the wall of shame. So normally Monty, in the situation that they don't get some payment, sometimes they don't even want the payment. They just want to put the companies that they were able to hack right here.
Yeah.
They put it as a wall of shame. They want to shame them. They want to show that their protection was bad. Again, I blew the names. I don't want to mention names, but there are multiple companies here. And this list is just a screenshot of the top part. This is like a really long list. It's a really long wall, I would say. And then they put this, you see, like full leaks, all the data is there. They talk about the things that they have. I mean, and you see the number of visits. Actually, it's not that small, right? Like maybe you mind that these things were visited by like 20, 30, 40 hackers in the world, but some of them have like 40K people, or the one that tops, the one that are more new, are like 8K, 6K accesses. This doesn't mean they're individual people because they count it per access. So there could be multiple people involved here, but still the numbers may be bigger than what many people were thinking about, right? But there is not always the wall of shame. Some of the ones want money. And here we have another big hacker group that is called Medusa. They're really big, and they are hacking one day, the next day, and the day after, and they are providing these kind of services. So what you realize here is that they have a timer. Right? The names of the companies are blurred, but there are two things that you probably will see. Number one is the timer, the one that you see under the blurred text. That's a timer. Like, again, it's live. It's going down. Like you see every second going down.
Yeah.
And what they do is, if you don't pay at that time, they will make it public. They first try to talk with the company, but then they put it there. Like, depends on the hacker group, on the specific situation. Either they talk with the company in private. I will show some chats after. Or sometimes they directly put it there. And then whoever wants to bid for it and buy it, they will be able to buy it. You don't need to be the company in order to have access to that data. When the timer goes down, it will be public for everyone. So if no one buys it, public for everyone, including all the data that can include things like driver licensing, passports, credit cards, you name it. Everything can be there. And prices are big. I don't know if people are already looking at the numbers to see how they look like, but they can range from things like $250K, but there are other ones at the bottom that they are more like, well, actually now they're at the top now. They are like $2 million. So
that's insane.
$2 million is a big number, right?
Yeah.
To make it worse, I will tell you, like this $2 million is not even the real number. So you see this timer, right? Like it's like, for example, in the one of $2 million, the third one is like 5 days, right?
Yeah.
What happens is that if you pay 10K, they will increase that one day. So imagine the company or someone is buying, is like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure if I want to actually buy it.
Yeah,
you
right.
pay 10K and you will have one day more. So you have an extra day to think about it. So you see, it's like some marketing strategies that maybe are not expected initially. Right?
That's actually insane.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes these prices are not actually fully that price. It's even more, because this $2 million, for example, for that company, they were offering $2 million, and then $2 million is to one of two actions: either make them delete the data, or you get access to the data. If you want two of them, like for them to delete the data and for you to download the data, be ready to pay double. So instead of $2 million, you will pay $4 million. So you see, like, things stack up really quickly and numbers start getting big really fast. So again, you see all these ranges here. No? So now you understand, like, timers, like they pay a bit more to get an extra day, pricing based on download or deletion. So there are multiple strategies. Not all of the hacker groups are exactly the same, but this is a common approach. Like, for example, Medusa, which is a really big hacker group, uses, for example. Here we have another one, and this one, this is blurred. I would just say that, as you can see there, not gonna name anyone. We blurred the names, but this is a university that is
Yeah.
in Sweden. Not gonna say where in Sweden, but a university in Sweden that was recently hacked. And this is their GitLabs, which is where all their code is and where all information of this university is. So it was hacked and is now accessible. And again, this didn't happen like 5 years ago. This happened February 7, 2025.
Yeah,
So
very recently.
really recently, exactly. And they made it public. Again, this is from another hacker group. If you see on the top, it says this is FOG. This is also another hacker group that is offering the data. And again, I wanted to solve some Swedish companies without naming and shaming anyone specifically,
Yeah.
but I wanted to show like also the type of companies or people that are also hacked. So this one, we have a university, for example. But there are other things, like for example, here we have another one. Again, things are blurred out, but you see the SE at the bottom. And this is a community, like it's a government website of a community in like a region, let's say, in Sweden. And is the more interesting thing here, this is by Ransom Hub. This is also another hacker group that they are offering this data. And what is interesting here, that's why I wanted to put it here, is the text. So it's a government website, and the comment is, in the past 2 weeks, we have been contacted them by many times, but they have not responded. No information back. They even wanted us to cover up the fact that they were attacked. They want to cover that this hack actually happened. They chose to avoid it. They stole 100 gigabytes of sensitive files from the network. And again, I'm talking of a government community website. So when they mean sensitive, they mean really sensitive.
Commune.
So this is interesting, the situation that sometimes how they are like even making public this kind of stuff, like saying how the conversation was going, how they are not paying. And that's the reason why they are going to make everything public if they don't contact them soon, right? So again, there are different types. We see universities, now we see governments. We are seeing also, by the way, different hacker groups. As you can see, we've seen Monty, Medusa, Akira, Ransom Hub. So we are seeing different hacker groups that they've been around. But then there are other things, like here is another one, again, not naming anything, but this is a religious institution and in Sweden also. So my Swedish is not great, so I cannot read fully what is written there, but it's also, you see the SE part there. This happened last year, so this has a bit more time, but I thought it was interesting just to bring it up to see like the distribution of all the different areas that they attack. So they don't attack like only this type of companies or all these other type of companies, but they are like going for everything as much as they can get. And this group is Lockbit3. Maybe some of the people in the chat already heard about it. They are one of the biggest ones. They were taken down some months ago, and then they came back again, because this is also an interesting thing they have, is like they have mirrors all around, like over 25 mirrors distributed all around. So even if they are taken down, unless they take physically all the administrators of all the hacker groups, it's really difficult to take them down. They come back. So this is like an ongoing fight between law enforcement, companies like ourselves and them. So it's a cat and mouse game that we are playing. And we are trying to help as much as we can in the process, of course. So here you can see all this kind of distribution of companies, and specifically Swedish companies that they are attacking, and they think that's interesting to show. But also, if we think about other cases, this one, for example, is one that it was taken down. And I wanted to show this one. So this is what happens when one specific hidden site or like that website is actually taken down or seized. That when you go to the website, let's say the last domain, this is what it shows. And I wanted to bring this one specifically. This is for the hacker group 8base that it was taken down recently. But I wanted to show this for two reasons. I don't know if you can see already the logos. I imagine people are already trying to find out which are the logos there. And if you go to the last line of that, you can see the police end there. So also the Swedish police was explicitly involved in taking this down. And one of the main reasons was because a big Swedish conglomerate, not gonna mention what, but they work on retail, food, and different areas. A really big Swedish conglomerate was actually hacked recently by 8base. That's why probably the police end was part of it. So
Right.
I want to show also, right? Again, not naming and shaming anyone, but just to mention that that's why all these law enforcement and police join the effort to take these kind of services down. And in this case, the Swedish one was actually there. Another thing that I wanted to show is what I was saying before, right? Like this data is there, but people talk, like there are chats that these hackers are taking. This one is a really recent one. This one's from February 4th, so pretty recent.
Oh, wow.
And here there is a discussion of the chat. And here they are, like again, they open a chat. So computer is hacked. They open a chat directly. Actually, it didn't show, but the first question was like, hello. Like the company was like, what is happening? And then they say, hello. As you can see, your network was encrypted by Dragon Force. Dragon Force is another hacker group. And they are telling them that they have to pay, that their data was encrypted, and they will have 28 days to be automatically deleted. So forcing them to actually pay. And then you see that sometimes there is like a huge confusion there. And that's why I wanted to show this one specifically. It's like, you took my data for what? How much do I have to pay? Like, it's like, there is the confusion, right? Like they don't fully understand what is actually happening. And again, I'm not showing the whole chat, but here is a interesting discussion that is happening. And again, for this one specifically, that they were discussing about like, how much do they have to pay? The number was, I think, close to 15 Bitcoins, because again, it's something that I don't think I mentioned, but when we are talking about dollars, that's the currency that they saw everywhere, but they are not actually being paid in dollars. Most of the time, they are either paid in Bitcoin, most of the time, or Monero, which is another cryptocurrency that offers high levels of anonymity. So either one of the two. And here, I think they were asking like 15 Bitcoins, which I don't know how Bitcoin is now, but I'm sure it's already over $1 million. So that's what they were asking. But still, it's also like this discussion is not only for asking the money and giving the money. Normally, the hacker groups tend to like show that they have something, because sometimes they don't fully understand what is happening in the company, right? So they ask for, oh, can you give me more data? And they share some information there, and they show how they actually do have the data, give them some previews of the information that they have, so they trust that they do have it. And sometimes, interestingly enough, they talk about things like, oh, if you pay quickly, you will get 10% discount. So you can even see this kind of like situation there, because maybe the hacker group sees that they are not gonna pay. So there is like this situation. It's like, oh, if you pay me right now, I will give you 10% discount.
Yeah.
Your data. So even this kind of things, that probably is not something that you would maybe thinking. It actually happens. There is a negotiation.
They have it all, campaign prices and everything.
Early bird.
Yeah.
I mean, that is funny, because there are some hacker groups. I don't have the screenshot right now, but there are some hacker groups that they do even offer like PDFs of how to learn to negotiate with them, and they explain you how is the best way to talk with them. Like, so then you don't lose the time in things that they know that they are not gonna do or they are gonna do. So it's like, hey, you want to negotiate with us? Read this PDF first, and then we talk. So even they offer it.
It's like those coffee shop signs you see, like adding please afterwards. $10 less, or
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Exactly. So you see there are like these situations with chats and everything, but right now, until now, I was showing you like more like hacker websites and how they provide data. But I'm 100% sure that many of the people in the audience heard about dark web forums, like the forums, right? And here we have one of them. Actually, this is Bridge Forum. You can see on the top how it's saying Bridge Forum. Bridge Forum is one of the biggest dark web forums that you can find. Actually, they were always, like, say, popular, to say the word, but they got recently a lot of attention because they were the ones making one of the biggest leaks in US history, with tons of social security numbers, which is a huge thing in the US, that they were leaking, and it was like a big thing, and it was leaked actually in Bridge Forum. This is the place that it was originated from. And again, I'm sorry I cannot show specifically like the things, but here you can see more or less the type of data. They have like games, so they have game leaks, code, plugins, like information about games, like video games. You can see the controller there, but you can see things like databases that they are leaking, Stealer logs, leaks that are associated with Stealers, with ransomware, with anything that they can get, discussions about the data, cracked accounts, because many of these accounts, when they are leaked, they are actually like hashed. So they think nothing is in plain text most of the time. So they have to crack them. So sometimes they also offer like help in that thing. Sometimes they crack them and they offer like, oh, I cracked them for you. You can get it here easier. So this is like a whole thing there that they are offering.
Yeah.
And even if I'm not showing this is like really active. Like just checking it right now, I was seeing like in the last 3 hours, there were like 8 or 9 posts already, like in an hour. And each of them were like with a lot of data of different companies and other things. So this is also something to consider a source of what that information in the dark web comes from. Not only dark web things from hacker groups, but also forums are a source that is really common where the data is. And this is also something that I wanted to show you guys here.
All right.
And another one is like, I don't know if many people here use it, but I'm sure many people here know what it is, which is Reddit. So you have Reddit, you have subreddits, people talking about how nice their cat is or how funny their dog is and things like that. Really fun, nothing against that. Funny videos, always in. But here they don't talk about this. This is what we have Dread, which is a very similar approach to Reddit, where instead of subreddits, they have what they call communities. And the communities, again, are not about cats and dogs, are about, as if you read there, fraud, fake IDs, laundromat, which is money laundering, things about drugs, drug manufacturing, Monero, which is one of the cryptocurrencies I was talking about before, hacking, guides, LSD. Like you can see, right? Like
yeah, it's everything.
Exactly the same approach, right? And they're not like 1, 2, 3, 4 communities. They're like over 2,000 communities, as you can see on the top, accessible. So there are many communities. I just like showing you a sprinkle of it. Yeah. And you can see here also is the number of subscriptors that they are in each of them. Like again, maybe not the same numbers that some of the people were guessing. And here we can see things like in the Monero one, there are 62K subscribers, and fake IDs 50K, drug manufacturing 56K. So they're not that small. Like I don't know what was the expectation. Maybe other people were thinking the opposite, and now they are impressed like how few they are. That could be. But normally when I talk with people and we talk about these topics, people tend to think that there's like super reduced community.
Yeah.
And still it's small if you see as a whole, but not that small. Not that small.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you compare it to Reddit or anything, it's obviously, yeah, but it's, yeah, can't really compare it.
Exactly. It's like a different audience, to say a thing. And yeah, and that one, I wanted to show another last thing before we open the room for questions or maybe discussions also between us or how the people are asking around. Is what this one is Lockbit again. I wanted to bring it up because again, it's one of the biggest ones, and they have what they call these affiliate rules. So this is also something that is really organized. So if you read here is the way to join Lockbit 3 and being an affiliate, as they call it, to be part of Lockbit 3. And this actually, if you read it and you go through the whole thing again, I cannot show the whole thing, but yes, I will give some hints of what is there. It looks actually more like a LinkedIn post than actually a dark website. Yeah. Because they offer you like all of the features, like, oh, if you join Lockbit, you have access to all of these. This is so good. You get this stealer, you get this ransomware attack, you get this one. And then they tell you, for example, oh, what things you should attack, what things you shouldn't attack. How is the pricing, right? So you're part of the group. Just as an example here, I think Lockbit 3 was offering like 20%. So you have to, if a hacker is part of Lockbit and they hack a company, they get like $1 million, they have to give 20% to Lockbit because being part of it. They're really detailed. They explain you how they handle the wallets, how they say if the amount is less than $500,000, do it this way. If it's over $500,000, do it this other way. So they explain you like really detailedly how the system works. So you know. And in these rules also, again, this is a job application system. So you have to also apply for it. And here it also tells you things like how you can apply for this system. And then it tells you like, oh, for example, if you have a really old account in dark web forums, like the one that we're showing before, like Breach Forum, for example, you have an old account, you're really active, you've been showing a lot of breaches, it's more likely that they will pick you up. They don't want to get like newbies to join their team. They want good ones, right? So they say like, oh, you have to have this account. They also ask you for your cryptocurrency wallet to see how much money you were making for previous hacks. So there's like a whole system also like for the application system itself that they also provide here. So again, maybe not something that people were thinking what they were thinking at the dark web. Like, I don't know, after showing all these screens, the mindset of what the dark web looks like has changed on some of the people in the audience, because I imagine most of the people were thinking of the first screenshot,
Yeah.
and that was going to be all the same. But you can see that sometimes they are really user-friendly. Like at the end, these people that are joining these places are also people, right? They're not machines. So they want to make it visually appealing, or they want to make it easy to consume. So it's also something to consider and to think about, that I imagine many times people are misrepresenting, and now you are able to see the whole picture, at least as much as I could show based on the legal restrictions that I had. So that was more or less the screenshot part. I don't want to take too much of the time, because I think I saw more or less wide range of things that you can find with different things. I can share it back if there's some specific questions that they want to talk about one specifically or the other, but we can just start like some discussions and talk about it and discuss about what we have seen, things that we haven't seen, and their questions.
Yeah, I think it's a great time to start talking about questions again. So guys, if we will switch back to English, and if you have any questions, feel free to do so. And then I'm actually gonna talk to Joachim. Joachim, are you here? Yes. Is the drops price live, or how is it looking? Yes, it's live. Okay, so we can actually drop the campaign price that we're doing today.
Oh yes.
We're not going to show it. We're just going to give you the link.
Yes.
So mods, you can actually throw the link in the chat right away, and we'll start with that one, because I've been seeing a lot of you guys wanting to try out the product. So
can I say something? Me and Joachim, we went a little bit wild here. What we want to do is that people who participate today and who listen to this, Skander, you and I here, and all the comments there, they can actually try and properly try, not for 30 days, not for 60 days, for 1 year. For 1 full year, they can try it, they can test it out, and maybe, if they want, write a review of it and see how they feel about it, especially dark web stuff and all the other functionalities there. It's going to be crazy. Don't bankrupt. Remember, non-stacking, no 1,000 licenses per person. One per customer, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you need to be logged in, and it's only one license per person, exactly. Okay, actual question. Why is the antivirus software... why is it that the antivirus software cannot cover for the Microsoft Drops Windows? I'm not sure. Blue Paw Wolf, can you actually rephrase the question? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, to be honest. Is there any data cap on the VPN? We have a question.
Data cap on the VPN? I do not think so. Paul can comment on the chat, but I don't think so. Not that I've
No, it would sound very close.
Strange. Yes, yeah. Yes. That will start throttling at some point because you have used too much. No, definitely not.
Here's a question maybe Iskander can answer. How does Norton protect me from the dark web?
I mean, there are two ways. Like, the first one is trying to avoid the problem from happening in the first place. The second one is dark web monitoring, that I think it has been mentioned before. So what we do is let's say that when you buy this one, you get like a mini me for you. So it will go all around as I was going now, showing all the different things and trying to see if your data specifically, that you can provide certain information about you, and then we'll search for that specific information for you, and you will let you know what information is there, and we'll explain you what are the actions that you need to take in some situation in order to avoid. So imagine we find out your passport is there. So you shouldn't keep using that passport. You should cancel it, report the passport was leaked, and then request a new one. Like, I don't know how much I want to dig deep here, but many times when information is in the dark web, it's very common that later is also used for what is called identity theft. So try to impersonate you and perform actions on your name. And even it sounds like, oh, what they can do, like try to look like me. No, they can open like maybe some kind of bank-related thing, finance-related things. And then suddenly you have a loan in your name that someone is asking for you to pay back. You're like, what loan? But then that's not your name. So legally, it's going to be really problematic to handle it. But
Yeah.
if you know already and your data was in the dark web and you were informed that it was there and you already reported, it's much easier from a legal perspective to handle all of that because you already reported to the authorities that this was there. So they can handle it differently. It's not you afterwards saying, no, that was not me. It's you already said that this could happen and then something happened. So this simplifies. We've seen it millions of times, how knowing the information changes a lot.
Yeah. That's a great answer. Hope it answers your questions. I think it was Mr. Lagers. We also got the questions. Can you use Norton for Android phones?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Definitely. And iPhones.
And iPhones.
Definitely.
What is the monetary justification for hacker groups to shut down payments systems? I guess that's a question for you, Iskander.
I'm not sure I understand the question when they say like shut down payment systems. Like you mean like they make it public, I guess?
I
Like,
guess,
this
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end, it's like there is pressure, right? Like they want urgency. So if you will not put that time and then act on what you promised, which is making it public, then people will stop not believing what you are saying, right? So at this time, they want to make a statement. Like, this is the time, do it now, pay me. Because if they leave it open forever, then the company already in the times that they give, like, I don't know, 15 days or 10 days or whatever, they will already know if they are going to pay or they are not going to pay. Making it longer doesn't change it. So it's like they try to make that pressure. So that's urgency situation. So for you to pay. So that's the main reason. It's again like one kind of marketing approach or like some kind of psychology mindset there.
Exactly. And I think this question is for you, Boiko. When you buy the license now, how long can you keep it before it ends?
It doesn't expire. So
it doesn't expire.
The disclaimer: as long as the product is still being sold in the world.
All right.
So if yeah, there's no expiration date. So to say.
Right.
If the product is discontinued, then in 10 years, then there's a problem, right?
No, all right.
But
what's the difference between Norton Premium and this one for gamers in functionality?
Yeah, functional. There's different modules inside those Norton 360 packs. I think there's 4 in total listed now on Enet's website. I can just list them out. Actually, I can just share it. Oh, wait, 1 second. Now I'm live on my screen.
Yeah, I can actually.
Oh, actually, you can share my screen.
I think. Yeah, we can show you.
Oh, actually, you have there.
Yeah, I have it there. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
We'll do it like this because then it's dark mode.
Then you don't like my light mode. It has
people,
to be dark.
I swear to God, it's people. Every time there's light mode, it's gonna be people gonna be like flashbangs.
Yes.
Yeah, here you have the different products.
Yes, exactly. So there's multiple different products. There's standard, there's deluxe, there's premium, and there's even advanced. And if you kind of look at the name of the product, it says a couple of the things already there. What varies between those products? Let's say standard, deluxe, premium. Though there's a different amount of users. You can see on the green bottom left corner, there's number one in the top right corner. One user.
Yeah.
One device.
Yeah, one
sorry,
device.
Not user. One device. So you buy it for your laptop, for example, and that's it. Then you consume the license, and it's set locked in for, or it's set for one device. Of course, you can change the device if you change your computer, but it's maximum one device at a time. Deluxe has 5 devices. Premium has 10. I myself use premium because I give it for my parents as well.
Yeah.
So, and my phone, my gaming laptop, and a couple other things as well. So I consume 10 out of 10 licenses. So 10 is good for me. Some people for their families or themselves or whatever. 5 is our bestseller usually. And also what differs, there is also different size of the cloud storage. So it goes from 10 gigabytes to 75 gigabytes, and the advanced has even 200 gigabytes. In the advanced version, there is a couple of things added on top of everything, the social media monitoring, and there's also ID theft support. So if your ID gets leaked out in Sweden, what do? It's a quite tricky situation. I had a friend very recently who had this situation. Of course, we know that person number in Sweden can be found very easily. Your ID is not really hidden. But when you really kind of get into this kind of entangled to this kind of not scamming, but people start to utilize your credit card number or your ID and whatever. You start getting orders you didn't want, and it's very stressful. The guy was very, very stressed. It was not kind of that he was losing money. but it was like weeks and weeks. It was continuing, kind of coming new orders with his name and notification in his Kivra and other things. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
And it was kind of demon that kind of caught him and he couldn't get out of it. So also we have people who will help to kind of navigate and what to do and how to close things and how to reopen things. So it's quite a good tool. But for example, Gamer, the chat question was Gamer and the Deluxe, for example. The Gamer, the Norton 360 for gamers has a game optimizer built in that will help to optimize the system so that the games get the priority.
Yeah.
So there's a slight percentage increase in the performance. And also there's no all the notification is blocked, hard blocked. So nothing will disturb your games, especially Norton will not disturb your games.
Exactly.
So that's kind of the thing. There's difference of modules, but the main difference is that the amount of user, amount of cloud storage. A very long answer for a very short question, but thank you for the question.
Perfect.
I really like this. So many people asking. A couple of people here are super active and just
and it's kind of interesting. Like as soon as we jump to questions, we'll get bombarded with questions again. If we're missing out a question, please feel free to ask them again, and we'll try and answer them. And I would like to say maybe we can focus on dark web and questions to Iskander before we let him go, so we don't destroy his whole after evening here. But
he's joining from California, right? So not in our time.
Oh yeah. What time is it right now for you?
It's like 9:30 a.m. So morning for me.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Actually, yeah.
People are still not convinced that it's your real hair. People are they think it's too good looking. It's too good looking. I'm not sure how you can defend that, but I'm just putting it out there. I think it's like a nice.
He's warping.
Yeah. So next question: if you drop the price of a product that you presented as important, crucial, Okay, if you drop the price of a product that you presented as important, crucial, and important to 1.45% of the original price, I have to ask how valuable is the product? And
yes, let's say so that me and Joachim are doing an investment today, and we're gonna burn let's say this is a heavy investment, but it's also a celebration for opening up with Enet, and I really want to kind of get the buzz going, get the people tested. It is not that we're gonna we can give you software. Software is gonna be free software. It is kind of big package of stuff. Yeah. And we're taking a hit, but it's worth it because you're giving your time. Your time is not cheap. Your time is not for free. You're listening to us. You're learning about the stuff. Many questions. You're considering what should I buy. I see competitor names and should Norton be my choice? Well, here we buy for you, and you can test it out for 1 year, and you decide.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's fair enough. I mean, to be fair, it is an investment. I'm not sure how much of an investment it is from our part, but
depending how many people buy it. We say, there's a couple hundred people, just 20 people joining, and there's 800 people joining. Absolutely. Joachim, did you set a limit? No limits.
Perfect. No limits.
Answer the question. So we're putting skin in the game, so to say.
Here's a question for you, Iskander. What do you mean with dark web monitoring? Do you have automatic searches of certain famous sites? And what do you search for?
We search everything. Like we search forums, we search hacker groups, we search anything that we can find in the dark web. And we search for specifically what the user wants us to search. So we're not gonna like look for information of the user without knowing what the customer wants, right? So they want like their passport to be checked, some insurance information, IDs, address, like different type of information that they can provide to us, and then we're searching for that specifically.
Yeah.
So we're gonna like look for information of you without saying anything, but we're actually gonna ask you for what you want, and then we're gonna search for you. So we're gonna search everything, like as we were saying, forums, dark web, hacker groups, like anything that we can be, all these forums and everything.
All right, that's perfect. Dark web, are there possibilities to expand on entries that will be looked at, or are there plans to expand this? Not sure about...
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand, like expand to what exactly?
Yeah, exactly, on the entries. I think you have to extend that question, swap that. we did. There was another questions in regards to trying the Norton product. I would say buy it now. It's a great price, and you can try it for a whole year instead, and cancel the subscription right away if you want to do that. And as Boyko said at the beginning, you can still have 60 days of cancellation even afterwards, so that's all good. There was some questions about VPN for Linux. Is that something that is supported?
I have not touched that subject. Maybe Paul can go deeper in the chat. There is a great question, absolutely great question.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. So Norton does not support Linux.
Yeah, exactly.
Linux,
right.
Unfortunately.
Is it possible to cancel the promotion ahead of the 1 year? I guess so. Yeah.
The subscription.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I mean, oh wait, can cancel it, completely cancel it, or just?
Yeah, I guess completely cancel it.
Yes, you can jump.
Yeah.
I think you can hard stop it if you want.
Yeah, I guess.
You can close your account, but maybe the question was, can you cancel it or the subscription so it doesn't go?
Yeah, I guess so.
You can you can jump out of the subscription and it will continue to go until 1 year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you still get the subscription that you paid for, of course. Yes. Yeah. So, do we have any more questions to Iskander? Or feel free to ask them. I guess we can. Is it okay if we keep you in the live stream 6 minutes more?
Sure.
Yeah, and then we'll grab some more questions, and then we're gonna eat some weird ass Finnish stuff.
Hey, we're talking about dark web, so we have some dark stuff we're gonna eat today, because Swedish and Finnish brotherhood and sisterhood has been going on for hundreds of years. So today we're gonna celebrate that like a union, and gonna today eat and react on something.
Okay, here's the question again. Actually, dark web. Are there possibilities to expand on entries that will be looked at? Or are there plans to the dark web? Are there possibilities to expand on entries that will be looked at?
I think I understand one, like the kind of sets of things that we can search for people. Yeah, I mean, we're constantly trying to expand that. Like we don't offer exactly the same things everywhere because again, it's countries specific things are a bit different. So we are trying to find new things and expand to each country, the most important for each country. So I don't know right now I can say something specific that we are going to expand on, but definitely we're always trying to get as much as possible, right? Like it's not to do like 1-2 things, but as many things as possible, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why did Norton switch to using the Avast engine instead of their own? That's a good question.
This I will let Paul answer in the chat. This is going very technical. I could answer it very top level, but there's a lot of I can say what like I mentioned at the start. There's lots of benefits from different engines inside all the products that we currently own, that Gen owns. So it's kind of building up the absolute best product, utilizing all the tech that we have.
All right.
But maybe Paul can answer, or Iskander also you can answer if you want there. But maybe Paul.
I think Paul can explain some stuff there.
Yeah, all is let for
It's
Paul.
a great question. I actually absolutely love this. We absolutely love this question.
Dark web monitoring. You only monitor certain things when a customer asks? Question mark. How long is the delivery? And is there any limit? How is this possible? If I find something and Norton does not, what would that mean?
You mean if someone? I mean, it's very unlikely. I would say that someone will find some of the information that we didn't find.
Yeah.
You can never say never.
Yeah.
But so maybe. But we are looking for everything. So I mean, you can put whatever. There is no limit. We will inform you like as soon as we find it.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I don't know, maybe if you see something and then you will get the notification like, I don't know, 25 hours or like 3 hours after, that could be. But we are like searching all around. There is no limit. Like once we check it, as long as the plan is active, we will constantly search for it. You don't have to say search for it now, but it's like we're doing it for you automatically. You just like provide us the information that you want us to look for, and then we will do it in the backside like by ourselves. Like you don't need to do anything. You don't have to specifically request like check it now, but we are gonna do it constantly and then let you know as soon as we find something. So it's not an action based, but we do it all the time.
Can you actually share my screen? Because somebody asked also, we're going to show, quite early, can we show live scenarios where something has been blocked? A real life scenario. I have quite cool picture
absolutely.
on my screen.
I'll also try and log into my account here, and we can actually maybe do a dark web search live.
If you dare, it might be traumatizing. I suggest
it's fine.
I've seen some people do it, and it goes downhill very fast. Oh my God, no! And people might see that. But here I have the view what you would see, or you could see. For example, I got this from a Swedish friend that is using our product, using the Norton dark web monitoring tool. And you can see I have 3 different screenshots that you can see on my screen on the screen currently. Mm-hmm. And you can see that there's one leak from Canva from 2019. This is all of these are historic leaks. So when the person very recently put it on started account and put the email address in, put the credit card details in, put the passport number in, put the gamer tag in, and then kind of from those different metrics that that person put in our dark web monitoring tool, our tool, the mini Iskander, like you said, I can never get over it. The mini Iskander is all the time working in the dark web, crawling through different places, digging for us, and then Iskander mini Iskander writes a report for us. What was found, where it was from, and then you can at least you know that there has been leak, your stuff is affected, your email was found. On those, imagine Iskander's examples when he showed that there's a public database, 50,000 views of a leak of something, and then you can see, there is the information, and then your email was found from there. Some of them was free and published for everybody because they didn't pay in time. But here's a Canva example on the left. On the middle is something else, and then on the right is something hosting service. This is public information. Also, this has what has been also in the historic leaks, but was found that your email was part of it. For example.
Yeah.
That was it.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for that. Let's go back to. All right. Let's see if we have. Well, there's been a question quite some time now, but obviously Norton does not sell any data to any third parties whatsoever. I think I'm not really sure where that comes from, if that's something it doesn't really feel like it's been something in the past either, but...
you mean user
data, yeah, it sounds very unlikely. But yeah, do you actually search for info on dark web, or just download everything and check if it's there? I don't want to add searches if that means your search for the dark web for my personal data. We got a question here on the Twitch chat.
We analyze the data, but I mean, we never, like one thing also to the comment that we don't sell the data, of course, we don't. Yeah. But also when we find this data is always protected. We don't actually store that data. We don't keep that information from you apart from the search itself. So when we are doing this kind of information and we see your data, there is not that we are like hiding it somewhere and start like selling it around. That doesn't happen. I can assure you that 100% doesn't happen. So the way that we are analyzing is like independently. The extra search that we are doing, we are able to do it everywhere. Like I say, all where the data is, that's where we are going to look for. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we are not going to do anything with the data afterwards, or we are not going to sell it or do any additional thing on top.
Oh, here we have. I was actually putting. Now we can actually show live how it looks with a. I have one email address that I know that is on the dark web, so it's like trying to remember which one it was. We can show how it works. Can the VPN connect to different countries, or is it only masking IP? I'm not sure if that's too technical for you, or we should
to change what address you're connecting to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, definitely, there's multiple countries where you can. I can't remember what the number of countries, but there's a lot of countries.
Yeah, all right.
US to UK to France to Finland to Sweden. Lots of things.
All right. Iskander, a question for you. How often, a dark deep question, how often is it an average person stuff gets into the dark web / getting leaked into the dark web? I guess that's a very hard question to answer.
It's a hard question more because it really depends on the person, like depends on how active you are online. Depends the country you live in depends on the companies you interact with, right? So it's a difficult one. I would say for some people, really common. As long as you have like let's say an active online life, it's very likely, because I mean, sometimes the data is not even from the company you interacted with, but maybe a third party got the data for some reason, and then that company was hacked. So initially, even if we will tell you, oh, your information was hacked and it was accessible here, you're like, oh, but I didn't interact with that company even. Doesn't matter. Like if that company got your data from another source, they have the data. And if it's leaked, it's leaked. Doesn't matter where it came from. So that's also something to consider, that sometimes it's not only that you are explicitly interacting with 1, 2, 3, 4 companies. If those companies somehow share your data around, then it's very likely that even if those are not hacked, someone that is related is hacked, your data will end up there. So again, sorry to say I cannot give a number, but it really depends. It really depends. Some cases,
really depends,
I would say.
Yeah, I mean, in my example, I know for sure that my email has been leaked on several occasions, and I actually have a quick example here how it looks on Norton's website when it is hacked. So this is how it's going to look. And right now I put in like a couple of emails that I knew, so it's actually the email will appear right here, but I removed it, obviously. Don't want to leak my email here. So this is how it looks. And that's actually a question that I have for you, Iskander, is that what's the difference between Norton's searches of the dark web versus the one that you can get for free for, let's say, I have been Pwn, for example, or similar websites? What's like the main differences?
Yeah, I mean, there are multiple differences there. The one, like I would say one of the biggest one is the granularity of the data that you can search. So in Have I Been Pwned is really useful. I'm not going to say that it's a bad place, but they tend to offer passwords and emails, if I'm not wrong. But we offer, as I say, like many more things, not only emails and password, but things like insurance, passports, like passwords, also like emails, different addresses. Like we the amount of things that we check for is much bigger. So that's a big difference. Like if you want to just check your email, sure, there is always these other options. But if you want like a more comprehensive analysis and be sure that all that kind of set of information, I mean, just we're talking about games, like we even offer things like gamer tags to know if your gamer tag is, because sometimes you are playing online or like, I don't know, Steam or PlayStation or Xbox or whatever you are going to use, and then you have your gamer tag, and then that's leaked. Maybe your email was not leaked, so it's difficult for them to find out. But if your gamer tag is associated with something, then your information is there. And we are able to also search for gamer tags.
Here's a question for you. I'll ask it quickly before it disappears. What would be his top 3 tips apart from the security software to protect your data from getting leaked from the dark web? Different emails for all accounts, for example? Question mark.
Yeah, I would say that one is a good one. Actually, just to mention, we do offer that also. So we also offer private email, part of AntiTrack, of Norton AntiTrack.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you can generate multiple emails. And what we're going to do on top of that is we create multiple emails that will be redirected to your email at the end. But not only that, we offer that additional privacy that when it's leaked, it's not associated with you at all, but also we remove trackers of those emails. So when you open it, you can be sure that there is nothing that they know that you are doing on that email. So that's an additional protection on top from a privacy perspective. So it's not only that your email is actually not there, but also when you open it, you know that they don't even know that you open it or how you are interacting with it or doing anything with it. So we do offer that.
Yeah, I didn't know that actually, and I just want to show real quick what Iskander was talking about before. So here's how it looks. So have I been Pwn, for example? You only can enter your email, as far as I know, and here you can enter phone number, insurance, credit card, gamer tag, and a passport. So there's a bunch of more options to basically see what's going on. And there was another question in regards to that. Is there any way to remove your leaked information from the dark web? And I can pretty much say no. These like you're using these services so that you know what's going on, and then you can change the leaked information basically. But once it's leaked, I'm sorry to say that it's gonna stay there.
Exactly. I mean, it's difficult to remove it. I mean, it's there. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you cannot stop that. But the thing is that you are aware that the information is there, and you can take actions. Like, imagine your gamer tag is there with your password. You know you can change it, or your passport is there. You know you can change it. Maybe you cannot change your address just because it was leaked, but then you are aware. So if you receive like physical mail associated with that, now you are aware that you could be targeted because it was there. What information was there? So if you suddenly receive a physical mail in your address with your passport number, they're like, oh, I know where this come from. If you are not even aware of this, it's more likely that you will fall into the scam. So these kind of things are like, knowing the information is a big difference. I always say we've seen millions of cases that did actually make a difference, made a huge difference there.
There was a quick question. I'll just answer it. When can I activate my license? Whenever, as long as the product is still being sold, you can keep the code for how long you want it, basically. Obviously, we would like for it to be tested. That's the idea of it being such a cheap price for you guys to try it, the product, and navigate it, use it, give it a review. That's super appreciated.
Question there: can we use the VPN only? Unfortunately, you have to install the suite.
Right.
The mobile suite is very light. It's just it's not full of different modules there for iPhone or Android. So it's very light. And it's a couple of things: SMS security, and then VPN. So on your mobile, it works very simple. I would say it's almost like it's almost like VPN on your phone only. But it's you cannot separately. You can't install one module from the pack. But it's not. When you try it, you will see it's not a problem.
Yeah. Nima4 asked if iNet has ever been hacked, and as far as I know, no, we haven't. I'm not sure how much I can go into details on those stuff, to be honest. But maybe Joachim can ask Jens and see how much we can share. But we do have a lot of. Oh, right, he's on an airplane. Maybe ask Emil then.
Why would you just... We won't ask Iskander. Iskander can answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Have we been hacked? No, as far as... No, and we do have a lot of security measurements. We actually had a discussion of this last time. Like, people would say, or assume that they could log in on like my account on inet.se and they would have like admin rights or similar. That's not how our system works at all. We have a... Not gonna say too much, but it's very secure in that regard, I would say. As always, I would say companies are most vulnerable to social engineering. That's, you know, the new thing right now.
Also, I would make a comment on that. That's interesting also that you're mentioning this, because we also have things of this kind of social engineering scammy approaches, and we have things like Genie, which is like a scam detector that is using AI in order to analyze things and let you know, not only with AI or our backend or our information, to be able to detect if something is a scam or not. So you can easily check that and verify also that, and be sure that if you can click that, you can click that. So in the moment that you are doubting, you can just use Genie and then it will let you know, which, by the way, is a free application that everyone can use.
Yeah,
exactly. And these are rolling out to Sweden. Not the first ones, but not the second one, but maybe the third and fourth in the queue when the new tech is released. So, and the cool part is that in Norton 360 family, it keeps being is being also added. Genies might be for free, but all these different functions are anti-scam functions that we are releasing. They're being rolled out inside the pack. Yeah. So if you own it, you have it. We just keep adding to the pack. That's quite cool.
Yeah, again, the campaign price on Norton for gamers is on the chat right now. It will be live until midnight or right before midnight, so 23:59. You need to be logged in, and there's only one license per person. And yes, you can use up to 3 devices, so you can share it for a family member, for example.
Yes. Yeah. Or your own phone and tablet, or however you want to play it.
On the social engineer topic, can I contact you, Iskander? Someone asked. That's such a...
Asking for help or asking for an attack suggestion?
I love it.
This is great.
Well, maybe, do you have social media that you want to share? Like, I don't know if you're active on... like.
I think the only thing I have active actually is LinkedIn. So maybe not the most fun social media one, but maybe we can consider it social media.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. If you haven't already answered these questions, what's the main difference between regular Norton 360 and the one for gamers? And we did quickly, and it's different functionalities.
Yes, game optimizer being the most important one. So optimize your system towards game and make sure that the pop-ups are not popping up and disturbing your games.
All right. I think that's all the questions we have for you, Iskander. Is there anything else you want to share with the chat?
Well, and I'm like, thanks for the opportunity, and I hope like this presentation was helpful and allowed people to see how the dark web is.
Yeah,
so now
definitely. Super interesting.
And now when they're like, I saw it, I've been there, and the ones that were there before, I also hope that it helped them somehow to see things that they didn't see before. So I hope that was useful.
Yeah, and thank you so much for joining in, and thank you for answering all the questions. Super nice, and thanks again for the chat for asking so much relevant questions. It's always nice to get the conversation going. So yeah, super thank you for joining, and we will maybe email later.
And chat is being super thankful. It's kind of
so. They are complimenting you on the beard again, and they are saying thank you.
It's getting awkward again. Drop the beard, guys. Drop the beard. It's kind of thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
And if you want, you can stay and listen to Iskander. Maybe you went already, but from dark web, we go towards dark matter.
All right.
I wonder if there's anybody here now anymore, but now is the best part of the stream. We moved towards the dark matter. Can I bring it for? It's just here.
Yeah. Let's bring it. Yeah, let's bring it.
Am I connected somewhere?
Wait,
I'm stuck.
That's fine. Just bring it.
I am bringing it.
So keep on. If there's more questions that we have missed, chat, just keep on asking them, and we'll try and answer them. Me and Boyko, we're gonna do a bit of testing of food.
Yes. So, like we said, we are talking about dark web, dark matter, and the dark matter. The camera is over here.
Oh yeah, we can actually do that. Give me 2 seconds.
We can.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
from the peeping camera again.
Yeah, from this one. Yeah,
from this one.
Yeah.
Oh, this one. This is amazing. Look at the technology here.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
This is like shaving my beard on the mirror. I don't know which way I'm going.
I'm gonna do like that, and we're gonna do a there we go. Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Here we have, yes.
Yes, the chat is amazing. Look at the chat. Mammy, the memma, the Easter treat. Easter is very close. We are in Finland. We enjoy this beautiful treat. That is called memma. I don't want to read what I'm reading now in the chat. Not Moomin, but memma. And so Finnish Easter delicacy that every child and parent and whoever enjoys. You either love it or you hate it. And this time I put only whipping cream or cream, vispgrädde.
Yeah, whipping cream. Yeah, cream.
I'm learning vispgrädde here without whisking it, and I did not put sugar because we're not wimps. We are eating it kind of semi-raw here. So can we just dig into it?
Yeah, I guess let's dig into it. Yeah, definitely.
Where is Marcus wanted also? There's so many people say, we will join. Everybody disappeared.
It's usually how it is. So the consistency and the texture is more like a kladdkaka, I would say.
Kladdkaka, yes.
Yeah.
It is kladdkaka all the way. Kladdkaka,
but it definitely does not smell like a kladdkaka. Let me just be very honest with that one.
You love it or hate it?
Well, I guess cheers.
Can we for Iskander?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us here. Let's dig in.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Feel the fruitiness coming in?
Yeah.
This is wild stuff.
It's basically like one of those crackers is also from Finland, like the rye bread. Yeah.
Your voice is shaking a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's the thing is like my brain think it's gonna be like super sweet, but then it's not.
You're expecting chocolate.
Yeah.
There's nothing chocolate in here.
No.
So let's talk about dark web a bit more. How useful it is.
Not my favorite, I think. I think it's a dessert.
It's a dessert. Yes, it is a dessert.
Jesus Christ.
it brings memories. I'm time traveling. I'm traveling back. I'm back here again.
Yeah.
It's great.
Not
We,
chocolate,
you know,
what
we
is it?
almost missed this stream because we were looking. Did you just dump some of behind the chair?
No.
you didn't.
I've been eating it all.
We were almost with Tanya. We almost missed the stream because we were looking for Mammi in Göteborg. Because we just found there's not many Finnish immigrants in kind of the ex-factory workers, at least as much in Upplands Väsby or Stockholm area when we are located. So there's Mammi's not in every store. So we went to so many stores and we found it in. Can I drop? Ica Max Göteborg. What a great shop!
No.
And we went there and said, yes, we have Mammi. Oh, we took all of the Mammi. So your fridge is full of Mammi currently.
Yeah.
So you can feed all your stuff tomorrow. You can even take more if you want.
I think I'm definitely gonna. I think I might do a prank and say that we have kladdkaka in the.
Oh yes, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. So just a couple of words about continue what Iskander said.
Kind of gross on me, to be honest.
It is very nice. You can't even get over it now. Now you start to grow on it. But would it be nice to know that your stuff has been leaked? Right? Would it be nice to know that your passport has been leaked?
Yeah.
So, kind of the actions you can take when your stuff is leaked, it's nice that you know that you can kind of destroy your passport. You can change your credit cards. You can change your passwords.
Exactly. That's I'm actually gonna. I didn't want to do it live right now, but I'm definitely gonna do it off cam. Use these stuff now when I got it for free. Thank you so much.
No worries. No worries.
And yeah, because I mean that's also why I asked that questions, like what's the difference, you know, between your service and Have I Been Pwned, for example, that's actually free, to actually like be transparent. Like obviously there is like free tools that you can use. This one goes a little bit deeper.
Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
And yeah, to be transparent about that, basically. Nice. Well, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've definitely had weirder stuff on stream. That's for sure. Yeah. I think the top the thing that was worse still was the hot ones. I'm not sure if you.
Yes, I was thinking, should we eat chili? Chili here.
Yeah, we did a hot ones live stream. Yeah, we did the whole the bomb and everything. Yeah.
Oh, that could be. Oh, that would be cool. Next time, put hot bomb, hot
bomb.
The bomb in the Mammi.
Oh God, I can tell you, like the bomb. But yeah, that one destroyed me. That particular moment and the day after.
Think about one thing more as well about these leaks. You shared your screen the email part of it. If your email gets if your password gets leaked with your your first name, last name, email address, and your password, even those only two metrics get leaked, and your password. Imagine if you have that password everywhere. Yeah. Absolutely everywhere. Gmail, Hotmail. Whatever. Even your Fortnite account, or don't lose those V-Bucks. Your fellow Fortnite player here.
Definitely.
You play only with the sisters' kids. No, never. Not with adults ever. But imagine if the password is same everywhere. So then you're cooked, because I've seen that happen actually, kind of not very recently, but I remember from the past when somebody you lost your password and then it was just trying everywhere. Yeah. And you would get a notification that somebody's trying to block everywhere, your Facebook and everywhere. So that's why, pro tip coming in now. If you today are the one of the couple 20, hopefully, that buys the offer, use the password manager. I've used probably 3 or 4 in my lifetime, different password managers, and I can wholeheartedly say that Norton Password Manager is awesome. I like it. I really like it. The interface is great. It works fast, cross devices, Android, iPhone, PC, Mac. It works great in the browsers, in Chrome, in whatever browser you want to add a plugin, and just put a long cryptic password, different for everything. So then you don't leak your password, or you just that's an extra tip. Somebody asked, what else can I do to kind of protect myself? That's definitely one thing you can do. Use our password manager that is included in the Norton 360, and then you scramble a bit and make it harder. If there's a leak.
I mean, obviously, password manager is regardless. It's definitely a pro tip. Speaking of behind you is actually a licorice. If you want to try.
Licorice.
Yeah, just behind you. I totally forgot about it. That one small.
Oh no! Oh, this is the. I've heard about it.
Oh, you never tried it?
I tried it, but
Okay.
I don't think it's this one. But it is tough. It is tough.
Yeah, that one is tough. Yeah. You wanna take one?
Oh, no, this is Sweden declaring war.
Yeah, I'll take one with you. It's
You will?
fine. Yeah, of course. I mean, I can't be you know, one of those who don't. This is I think it's called Svensk jävlar.
Svensk jävla lakrits och
Yeah.
salmiak
Yeah, that's,
salmiakkräm.
it's very salty and licorice. Yeah. Cheers again.
You know, I'm salivating already.
Yeah. Me
The memories in the back are hitting here. Oh my gosh. Oh, I remember. Oh, Swedish are definitely tough people. This is how I feel when I read the comments.
Actually,
Oh my gosh.
I actually got it from a viewer who is Finnish. He bought it for us, yeah. And I think that's actually not the worst one. We do have even worse one hidden here somewhere. Or maybe it's gone actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got nothing there. Nothing there. Whew. Ozzy. Stop it, Ozzy. They're very good. Actually, the aftertaste is super good.
Yeah, I mean, it's the initial. I obviously had them a couple of times now, so I think I'm getting more and more used to it. But yeah, it's. I think it's rather nice, like the finishing touches.
Finishing touches.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Any things we should address? Something more? We're here.
Yeah,
Paul is on the line as well.
was just about to ask.
No, Paul is
Okay,
not on the line.
Paul's
gone.
Yeah, Paul's gone.
Licorice is gone. Paul's gone. Mammy is gone.
But if we have any more questions that we've avoided or forgot, please ask them again. We'll answer them now. I think that's yeah. Just ask them away, and we'll try and answer them. And there's the drop as well. It will be. You need to be logged in to be accessing the website, and then you can just buy it. And it's gonna be the price is gonna be live until 23:59 this evening.
Maybe you can note what we tried to do with the price, but the system couldn't add a couple more numbers in the.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So, what is that price? We tried to make it funny. That actually it's a little bit funny, but we couldn't add the last decimals there.
Ah. 1357 then. Will NortonVPN let me watch Netflix from other countries? That's a really good question, because I know that Netflix has they're very hard to trick.
It is, and it keeps changing all the time.
Yeah.
It keeps, and they keep scrambling it, and it keeps changing. That's what I can say.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works for me, and sometimes they kind of blocked it, and then it opens again. So it's tricky. You have to try it. There isn't currently any website easily shows it does actually work at this moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
this stream was a pleasant surprise.
Was it?
Yeah, that's nice.
You are a pleasant surprise.
I have to ask, how was it like? I mean, we went in here and we knew that, you know, people obviously had like a feeling of Norton beforehand. I mean, I didn't feel like the questions was too harsh.
No,
I think it was very like gentle, how to say it. Can you show how to install it again? No, we cannot, because I already installed it, and I'm not sure what shows during the installation process.
I think we skip it because you need to put your credit card in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we don't want to show all that kind of stuff. But I'm sure if
that was quick though.
It was very quick.
Just
I mean, it went
minutes before the stream started.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was literally like 5 minutes before the live stream actually. But there's probably tutorials on YouTube, or you can contact Norton support, and they will definitely help you out.
Yeah, 100%.
One good safety tip that is not product bound. Well, I would say, well, in my regard, Password Manager.
But I was thinking that, but that's product bound also. It's a Norton Password Manager.
Don't use the same password for
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is true. It's true. Tanya also yelling through a shoe here towards me. Do not use the same password. If you don't use a Norton Password Manager, good. You don't use the product. Do not use the same password for every software. And don't put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the end also. So keep it separate. Keep it long. Keep it something you memorize. Lot of letters. maybe a riddle that you memorize, something crazy that sticks to your mind.
My email is on the dark web as well as a password that I never used. What's that about? Gubsur, it's impossible to say. I mean, obviously somewhere it has been leaked, but where it could be, you know, even if you haven't used the password, it could be something, you know, maybe they've accessed your email or whatever, but it's impossible for us to, you know, say here. Again, I see questions that's been disappearing, so please ask them again if we're not answering them, and we'll try to do it. I just learned the hard way that the subscription doesn't stack if you already have an active subscription.
So did somebody create multiple accounts?
Yeah.
They don't stack, and please don't bankrupt me.
Oh.
One license per person, but they don't stack. But when the one license is about to run out, then you can just before or just on the day or the day before you can put the new license in, but you cannot just put it now. You can't stack it until 2050. Oh my gosh.
Can I turn on my subscription and still use the 1 year?
Yes. Immediately. If you want, do it. But if you use the cloud storage, don't do it. Because if you have something sensitive there and then you forget it and then it gets wiped and then you really needed it and then you have nothing. So remember the 60 days period after, if you regret your purchase after the subscription renewals, 60 days you can get money back guarantee. You can get your money back.
All right.
Yes.
Norton found some things on my emails and old password and even my gamer tags. Well, there you go. That's going to be an interesting one. If you bought it today and if you're using the product.
Are people now doing it? They're super fast.
Yeah. So that's please
so cool.
Please
That's
share.
so cool.
I mean, that's something that I think you guys should definitely check out. I mean, don't trust our word for it. Go and check it out yourself.
Zero issues, thanks Norton. Now people are being just too kind. Try to soften out. The compliment sandwich, kind of leave a compliment at the start, then punch in the face, and then soften with the compliment. So, thanks Norton. Great stream.
I mean, you have to give some and
exactly, give and take. People
give and take. So what do you do about it, even if you find something, if it's already out there? You change your information. So for example, I mean, I obviously, I think my example was Wildstar Online. It's an old MMO that was hacked. They don't exist anymore. So basically, in that certain case, I would say you basically need to either be 100% sure you didn't use that password on any other sites, or you do a clean slate and you install a password manager, Norton for example, or any other free as well, just to keep it transparent. But if you buy the product, you might as well use the password built into the password. Anyway, you do you do what you want, and then you
credit card, freeze it, cancel it.
Yeah, exactly. And then you change the password on the sites that you know, and it is a motherfucker to do. I did it like 2 years ago actually. I used like a password manager for everything, so like mine is just, you know, a randomized sequence of super much stuff, and that's the absolutely best way to have a password manager, keep separate passwords, and let the password manager actually generate the password. I would say is the best, because then you don't know it, you don't need to know it, you let the password manager do all the stuff. Exactly. You can also don't use SMS as a true factor. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's
it's a good point. Also, people ask what can I do, so always try to use a two-factor or multi-factor authentic. It's a great point from Ascari
Generalismo.
Blue. I can't really see it.
Yeah,
Generalismo.
Yes,
that's a great name. So exactly, when you can use multi-level, multi-factor authentication. For example, when you try to log into Norton Password Manager, I think it's even mandatory use. So you get even in your Microsoft Authenticator or Google Authenticator, you get a 2-level at least, so you can enter your vault if you need to enter your vault.
So we had two questions from Energy tested in Swedish. The first one was, will it slow down my computer when I'm gaming? And we've said that before, no, but there's tests that we can link in the Discord later on so that you can check it out yourself. I mean, obviously, you can't just take our words for it.
Yes, I'm not sure if Paul linked already. If not, I will do it myself after this.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. I mean, yeah, link all to me in an email, and I'll make sure to post it on Discord tomorrow.
I'll do it. Can I do it myself?
Yeah, definitely. Discord.gg/inet.
Yes.
And the other one was, is it hard to uninstall? Will there be files left on the system?
How hard? You mean you need a revolver to uninstall it? No, it's not hard. It's very, very easy. Very easy. Easy peasy. No uninstallation tool needed, like kind of in the history. Easy.
Johnny says, I bought it. I'll give Norton a try. It was 15 years ago last time.
Seriously.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mr. Johnny.
Also, is also saying generally it has been a pretty good stream, and I even if I had some preconceived ideas. That's exactly why we did this live stream, to be honest,
100%.
guys. That's why we wanted to do it. I mean, obviously the same for me. I mean, I'm also been, Norton. I'm gonna stay away from it. I'm gonna also try it out and see how it is. I already did try it out now, so I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. I'll do a more deep dive with my passport and stuff like that off cam, but yeah, definitely.
I mean, we're all people here on this side of the table.
Yeah.
I'm a user myself, a user of Norton. and we're all people. It's nice to see that you see the faces behind it. Sometimes it's an American company. Oh, it's just a big corporation. Then there's Iskander, who is kind of really one of us.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's the director of AI and innovation.
Yeah,
imagine that.
Yeah, that's insane.
And here's he chilling out with us.
I was really surprised. It's amazing.
It's really cool.
Really nice to have him over. Definitely, I thought it was amazing. Does Norton have VPN? Yes, it does.
In the pack, in the drop, definitely there is a module there, VPN module.
So far, is Norton taking less on my system? Had Windows Defender before? Thumbs up. Well,
whoever asked a elevator pitch, there is a customer recommendation in the chat. These people are installing it so fast.
Oh, it's amazing.
Did you notice this here? This.
All right, yeah. There's small Norton logos here.
It's beautiful. It's Iskander. Iskander is it just appeared. Iskander is here. in the one of the CPUs here.
That would actually be possible to do. Like technically, but
to hack it in and change it.
Yeah. We could definitely have had the interview, and we could have been looking into the fans here actually.
Simon 182. Now, of course, every software that you install always takes some RAM memory and performance, but it is not impactful. It's not what you thought before. I use it all the time. I don't see it. I see it when there is a problem. I see it when Discord is trying to launch my webcam, and I have not allowed it because I'm too lazy. And every time it's asked, can Discord allow my webcam? Because it's also blocking the webcam access. So it's a safe webcam.
Yeah,
that's quite a cool feature actually. It does make sure that nobody can start your or the apps you install can't start your webcam without you knowing. If you don't, and my ROG laptop don't have a kill switch on the camera, so it's always there. So it's nice to have it actually. It asks me every time, Teams or whatever. Actually, there's some random software that try to start my webcam. I don't know, way block forever.
So how do we download Norton from iNet? Joachim, I guess we're sending instructions via email. Yeah.
It take up to 45 minutes.
So it takes up to 45 minutes for you to get the email sometimes, and then you will get instructions per email. That's obviously on your iNet account then. Not a question about Norton, but I have had some RAM error when turning off my computer off. I would say it's so hard to say with just RAM. Either go on to discord.gg/inet and we can help you there, or contact our customer support and we can give it a shot there as well. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the live stream. I got the activation code and email in less than 5 minutes. Yeah, I think most cases it's going to be very fast, but it can take up to a certain amount of time, definitely. When did Norton realize the reputation they had?
These are great questions. I mean, the company has been there for a while, and lots of changes and different things. Somebody wrote there earlier that they work for Symantec. So there's old colleagues that are kind of old parts of Norton before Symantec was kind of so that the corporate side was sold to other places and Norton continued. But but kind of it's hard because the company has been changing and evolving and merging and kind of more stuff coming in, and when you add more stuff, there's coming more things that you can't really control immediately, and then you kind of try to manage everything. But definitely there, what I see from being part of Norton, and I work mainly in the Nordics, actually only in the Nordics.
Yeah.
And I've seen the meetings behind the curtains, and constantly the company reviews the feedback that comes in.
Yeah,
really detailed. We have big meetings reviewing the feedback of the usability of the UI and everything. So it is constant process of improvement, I have to say. It is not a realization of any kind of big moment, but a constant fixing and trying to navigate. A very political answer, but it's constant process.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's a really good answer. So Blue Paw Wolf, I've seen that question before. Can you actually link the source of that information and tag me on Discord, and then I will actually take that.
Which one?
It's about, can someone explain about the Bitcoin miner being reported? There was something about the Bitcoin miner and information about the Norton being the Bitcoin miner on someone's computer.
No, I think, I don't want to comment, I don't mess it up too much, but there was, I think, Tani, there was, what was it, a feature trying to be offered, and it was integrated functionality, but then they never got launched, something like that. So I don't want to mess it up and comment here, but there's no Bitcoin miner in our kind of. I won't be. I mean, a Bitcoin miner that the users can use to mine crypto. There's no hidden Bitcoin miners, but there is kind of, and I don't think there won't be any miners that is part of the pack that you can mine while you secure your computer. You can mine. So no, there is no Bitcoin miner.
Mm-hmm. Do Norton have any firewall software or products to protect one's home network?
Home network and all the connected devices.
Yeah, exactly.
I am not able to comment on that. But always, like you say, I would want to comment on that, but I am not able to comment on that. But keep your eyes open, and that's what I can say.
I like the answer. Let's see. Respect Norton for responding these questions. Yeah, I have. Again, that's why we have the live stream. So keep and that's why I've been saying this 100 times now. It feels like. But if we miss a question, please ask it again, and we'll try to answer it. And if it's a question that we can't answer, you can tag me on Discord, and I'll forward the question, and we'll get it sorted out.
Noxias, cool guy. Or a cool person.
Yeah.
Looks like a llama.
Nice. GPU 100% after install. I think that's just a coincidence, but sure. I mean, we literally installed it here. So yeah. Nice. So again, the deal will be live until midnight. Right before midnight, you need to be a member on inet.se to buy it, and yeah, it's very cheap, so give it a try, and if you don't like it, that's okay.
Hey, Dumbjet has been asked 2 or 3 questions, or 2 questions from that. Thanks for picking it up, so because they go so quickly here, so I appreciate that, because I forgot it already, and then you came back. Awesome. So it is a subscription product. That's how it's built from the start. Actually, I think 99% of the products, or 95% of the product we sell in the Nordics are subscriptions, or prepaid subscriptions. And you need to activate it with your credit card. And like I mentioned before, so mostly it is because there is the cloud storage inside there. It can be up to 200 gigabytes if you buy the Norton 360 Advanced. And you have 200 gigabytes of your personal stuff, pictures and files. And then you don't have your details in, and then you forget it, and then it gets wiped because you didn't pay. That is the main reason why there is a subscription that is kind of needed from the start. But you can jump out. You don't, after you have activated with your credit card, you can cancel the subscription, and you will have 1 year of protection. So you just jump out of it, couple of clicks, and you're out.
Does he have a gaming PC?
Me.
Do you have a gaming PC?
I do have a gaming laptop nowadays. I was so long. I think I did a partial order to Enet, and I returned it because I was having I was ashamed of myself how much money I was going to spend because now you need to invest in a good gaming computer, man. You need to. Now we have made it finally. We were young. We played games. And we always wanted it, and now we can afford it.
Yeah.
But there's no time to play, Thomas.
No
so now we don't have
yeah.
time to play. It was all a scam. We're stuck in the circle. No, but I do have a gaming laptop. I have a Zephyrus M16 from Asus.
Yeah. Is there a discount on Norton? Yes, it is. So there should be a link any moment. Will there be a downloadable? Will there be a link to download via the license? Yes. There will be an email. You'll get an email once you buy the product on inet.se.
License code and a license key, and then the links to activate it.
Smethead has a really good options. Create a virtual card, activate it. Yeah, absolutely. There are most banks now these days. That's a good. If you don't want to share your bank, your main bank account or main bank card, that's totally fine. You can do that.
100%. I also use virtual cards when I shop around, when I go to abroad. Virtual cards, Apple Pay. Whoop.
And I think if you don't get the link right away and you see the license, I think it's like norton.com/setup.
Yes.
Yeah. So use norton.com/setup and you can do the information on there. And yeah, that's how you do it. Norton, great support, Jürgen is saying. Yeah.
Damjetti says no link to download in the email, by the way. But okay, exactly.
Well, then it's
norton.com/setup.
Yeah. Perfect. So do we have any other questions in regards to Norton? We have thanks iNet and thanks to Boyko from Norton. This product is easy to use. I can now sleep better.
Yes, Mini Iskander is working, digging up.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And we also got like an instruction here from Gubbsur in Swedish on the Twitch chat on how to activate and download the product. Nice.
Fingertip hands and vibrating of joy. I'm not gonna even comment on that.
Nice. Then I will take the opportunity to say thank you to Boyko to appearing here today. Super nice, and thank you for the whatever that was. Still not sure, but I mean, I'm kind of growing on me, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, with the whipped cream, I can definitely see it happen.
Do sugar if you want, but then you're a softie.
Oh, okay, yeah. It has to be hardcore. Okay, no sugar. Yeah, I get it.
No, from Finland, born and raised, not from Czech Republic. Born and raised in Finland, Helsinki.
Yeah,
but some mixed roots there from the family.
And yeah, like really nice to be able to do this live stream. Like seriously, I think it's very brave, like knowing, having a reputation, especially on iNet, where people were bashing you guys like crazy, and coming here live and actually addressing it. I think that's amazing, and thank you for the chat as well for being understanding about that, and phrasing the question in a good way. I don't think we had like too much like aggressive questions. It was very to the point, and I love that. That's so nice to see, really. Yeah, great. Yeah,
sauna song, yes. Bus to sauna. We're connected, Sweden and Finland.
I love it. This is awesome. Put Norton in another light now. That's exactly what we wanted to do, and I mean, we can definitely try and see if we can do like a follow-up live stream in half a year or so. That would be like a nice touch to yeah. This is Norton and kicking something. Yeah, maybe that's what you should do.
Can I do that at the camera? Yes. my 50 foot 50 size shoe. Oh, that was a dirty shoe.
That's why you have the black ones.
Black ones, yeah.
Yeah. How long is the discount for? 23.59 this evening. So right before midnight. Molin, I tagged you on Discord with a couple of links. It doesn't seem that. It doesn't seem like it's an actual problem in any way, or anymore. But yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it, and we'll see what happens. How do I get past the card registration? You have to do it in order to activate the license. And like we said, you can use like a virtual card, for example, and it will it will work good.
This stream is making me gonna test Norton after using it 10+ years ago and hating it.
So
Mad props.
That's amazing. Yeah.
These people are amazing.
Well, again, Artek, use a virtual card. If you're worried about anything, use a virtual card, and boom, no problem. And then you can, again, you have like after the subscription has ended, you have like a 60 days where you can still cancel it. So all good. They still got a caught up after crypto scams coming with practice, terrible pop-ups, and I don't forget, avoid the auto renewal. I don't see anything that you can offer that Defender doesn't, like most. It is what it is. I mean, if you don't feel like trying it out, no one can force us you. This is just the live stream that we're having, and obviously, I mean, I think we did, or Boyko and Norton did a great job answering all the questions that people had. So yeah, it's obviously you can't bring everyone on board, but I think we did a pretty good job. And again, if you have more questions, we'll happily answer them.
Lots of new names. I wonder if people also joined late on. If you want, you can go a bit back on this stream. We addressed a quite good discussion what other things than AV is in the Norton 360 family pack. Also, Iskander talked about dark web and the dark web monitoring tool. So go back if you have time after this, and when it's published in YouTube and Twitch, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it will be on YouTube forever, so you can watch the live stream anytime, and on Twitch it's going to be live for 10 days or so, I think.
Very, very, very good.
Nice. All right. I think we'll actually, wrap things up there.
Yes.
It feels like, we've been answering all the questions. Again, if you have any more questions, feel free to drop them on Discord. And yeah, thank you so much, Norton, for coming here and being part of the live stream. It's been super nice. I've really been enjoying this live stream. Really nice. Yeah.
Okay, that's another 10 years user. Thanks a lot for that. I'm in Florida when somebody says.
It feels super light now.
This unlock so much in VPN with me. Yes, that's what I did.
Oh, right. That's actually something that I've been forgetting. Do you guys have any merch? People love merch on the live stream.
I have my shirt.
So someone was thinking the flag and
why would you put the flag outside of the window?
I don't know.
Protected by Norton, this household. Do not enter.
I love it. I want the flag.
I don't know, Tanya, you brought it from somewhere. It's amazing. I never seen the flag before. I want the flag. There's only one flag. Guess where it's going?
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. If we get a hold of any merch, I promise we'll do a competition on the Discord server for sure.
Amazing. Hey, one more thing, just thank you for all of you for your time. Again, thanks for testing the product. It's awesome. It's cool to do this kind of collabs together where you can actually try the real product, not only for 30 days, for more from the drop. Thank you, Inet. This is actually, I don't take this for granted, and we don't as a company, but personally, I don't take it for granted. This is a legendary show.
Thank you so much.
So we're making history, kind of somewhat history here, and it's quite cool to be in this room. And to see all the stuff that's happening behind all this set. See, you have so much technology here. And how you're setting up all the stream is so cool. You're running around and cables are flying. And you need extra monitor, I have extra monitor for you. So you're doing a great job. Thank you so much for the great kind of leading this conversation, Iskander, and all of us to great questions. And thank you for participating from all of you from the chat. And hey, if there's questions, continue in Discord.
Yeah.
That's the best, I think.
Yeah.
Follow up. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for the thanks.
Yes.
Thanks, bros. We're bros now.
Yeah. There's a lot of nice. Yeah, I like it. I love it. Yeah. It's super nice. Yeah. All right. Well, chat. We will see you next week. I'm pretty sure we will have Cricut on the stream. We're gonna go through some T-shirt making machines and printers and similar. Yeah. So basically, Cricut has like machines where you can put transfer on mugs and stuff like that. So you can have like your own yeah, like your own art on your mug or T-shirt or whatever.
Oh.
Like it's actually machines.
You can make mugs.
Yeah, it's
I wonder what we could print on the mugs.
Great live stream. I normally let the stream run in the background while doing other stuff, but today I listened and watched the entire stream.
That's crazy.
Mikael, super nice. That's why
Super cool.
that's why we do it. I like it so much, and again, like it's very appreciated that you also write that. Like, it gives us a energy boost as well.
Awesome. Kiitos. Kiitos, kiitos.
All right, yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your evening, and thank you again for Norton for joining us. Tanya behind the scene, who has been answering questions as well in the chat.
Can we show Tanya, hey?
Yeah, yeah.
Tanya, please, please. So you're not a ghost, you're not just AI in the background.
Yeah, there's actually been a person behind the scene.
Looking at the comments, and Paul was in UK, but Tanya was here all the time. So
Yes.
Tanya, so we are two
Give her
people.
some love.
Yeah, exactly. Two people here in the studio. So thank you so much, and Jonathan,
Yeah, thank you so much.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you,
Great stuff.
everybody.
Cheers, bye.
Thank you.